Good morning, friends, followers, channel members. How are you all doing? I am absolutely buzzing for this. I love a long haul flight, and of course we're celebrating 60,000 subscribers, and of course it's the FSExpo this weekend, which is where we're headed to, Minneapolis, St. Paul. This is a cross-Atlantic 8.5 hour flight, and I'm going to try and finish before the kickoff for the first cup of the first match of the World Cup. I actually think we're going to miss that. It's 11:30. No, it's not. It's 11:20 now. So yeah, I think I'm going to miss the first ball being kicked. But never mind. We have obviously got a long flight ahead of us. We've got giveaways to do as well. Some massive giveaways as well from SayIntentions. We are on VATSIM. We'll be using SayIntentions air traffic control and their usual cabin crew as well. But other than that, yeah, what a great day we've got ahead of us. The plan is then, so we are going to stream now for a few hours, get mid-Atlantic. I then have to have a break a little bit later into the afternoon when the kids are home from school and we need to sort them with food and things. It's just good parenting. And then the flight will continue, the stream will stop, the flight will continue, and then I'll be back on tonight as we prepare for the arrival into Minneapolis. So that is the plan. So there we are. So welcome, guys. Hope you're all well. I can see you all coming on in. I think boarding is just about to start, as you can see. So whether you're watching on Twitch or whether you're watching on YouTube, thank you for joining us. I can see all you guys coming into the chat. Skippy LND, you are absolutely right. This is a very gloomy day. As you can see in Heathrow at the moment, it's horrible. I'm not sure if LVPs are in place, but the weather is not good. Not good. Hopefully better in America, and of course it'll be great once we're above the clouds. Right, we've got a long flight. Let's hop in. Let's get started. So GSX I think is on its way. I think we've got cabin crew working for us as well. I have no idea who the cabin crew is. So let's just ask who we got today. Hey guys, who we got working in the cabin crew today? If she's actually listening. I think we've got some VATSIM ATC knocking about as well.
We have a full cabin crew today, Captain. Everyone is ready and prepared for the flight.
Fantastic. Awesome. If we can get on with boarding then, we're a little bit late, so we want to get going ASAP. Right, so they're under instructions to crack on. That means we must do the same. Aircraft is in the turnaround phase. As you can see, I've already been through and just set this up quickly so we can crack on. Just clear that. There we go. Cool. All right. So what do we need? We need a flight plan. Actually, before we do that, we need to get some ATIS. Otherwise, I'm going to plan the wrong runway, and I don't want to do that. So Heathrow departure ATIS is on 121.935. I think I've got plan 27 right, so let's find out.
Not reported. Not reported. Not reported. Coverage.
Not reported.
100%. 100%. 100%. Delivery is closed. For start clearance, contact ground on 121.705. Data link clearances are available. Automatic. Surface wind 230 degrees 15 knots. Visibility 8,000 meters. Light rain 1,400 scattered. Ceiling 2,000 broken. Temperature +12. Dew point +11. QNH 1020 hectopascals. Acknowledge receipt of information alpha and report aircraft type and current QNH on first contact with Heathrow.
That's fine. That's everything we need for that. I've just confirmed as well. Current runway in use for departure is indeed 27 right, which means that this is perfect. Cool. All right. So let's quickly let's look through this. So we are underloaded by loads today. No, it should have a full load. We should all be going to the FSExpo. But yeah, underloaded by loads. Our takeoff weight is going to be about 3-4 tons of max landing weight. So no, it's not going to be more than that. But basically, we're going to be overweight if we need to come back in for landing. That's not unusual for flights of this kind. 8 hours, 18 minutes en route. Chicago is the altered cost index of 60. I might look at increasing that. Cruise 360. We've got a headwind, which is normal for a westbound flight. Delta 9 is our call sign, off 27 right, and our max shear rate is 9. That is actually quite significant. I've not seen a shear rate that high for a while, and that is halfway over the Atlantic, so worth letting cabin crew know about that. It might be a bit bumpy when we get there. Let me now have a look at what fuel we're going to be taking. So plug fuel is 57.8. We might take a little bit more than that, but I know that en route there's no terrain, so I'm not too... Actually, is there any terrain coming into the US? No, I didn't think there was. No, that's fine. And then weather in Minneapolis at the moment, looks fine. Low clouds, but visibility is fine. Did you hear as well in the 80s that visibility is actually 8 kilometers or more, so LVPs are not in place here at the moment. Don't need to worry about NOTAMs, don't care about those. We'll use our NOTAM app to pull those out in a minute. Right, here we go, this is the important stuff. Right, that is the transatlantic crossing, and that is our flight route for today, which just looks awesome. What have we got? We've got, this is low level stuff, so yeah, we can see icing up to 20,000 feet, pretty much all over the UK today. We've got awful weather in the UK at the minute, and then once we are higher up, we're actually going to be going through this little area of, there you are, light turbulence. It says up to 40,000 feet, literally flying through that over here. That's probably then where that shear rate is that we saw. And then coming in to America, we've got fun and games. We should be higher than all this anyway, so that's fine. And then just dropping down here, we've got occasional CBs bedded in, so we'll look to avoid those as well, obviously, as we get in. That'll be fun this this afternoon. Alright, so nothing overly concerning. And what is the weather actually going to be doing tonight in Minneapolis? That's obviously important. Where's the weather on this thing? This is why I like the Phoenix aircraft, because it's all broken down. This is literally just a PDF. Where are you? Ah, there we go. So Minneapolis, let's have a look. Destination airport. So scattered clouds, light rain, 6 statute miles. Actually, it's not as bad as it could be. Right, in that case, then we'll take a little bit of extra fuel, as is just good practice. But our alternate is actually quite far. Well, it's not quite far away, but it's 366 miles away. So if we took, let's take 62 tons. Of fuel in total, so we'll get the ground crew loading that in a moment, and then from there we're good to start setting up the box. New Airrack cycle out today as well for anyone that is going to be flying today, so make sure that you don't miss that. So we just want IRS, we've got our 3 nav greens, aircraft status, new Airrack cycle is in, and correct engines as well. Let's do our init request. I haven't flown this. I can't remember the last time I actually flew this aircraft. So all of that has been uplinked. We just download the windows as well. Oh, that's already been done. That is absolutely fine. Dark Fury celebrating 59, almost 5 years. Did you know what? You are right. Where has the time gone? Time just gets away, doesn't it? It really does. IRS is aligned. We are stand 319 today. This is where the real flight took off, I think, from yesterday. So 319. Let's get all this info then in. So we are going to be departing off 27. Right, we're on the Compton 3 Fox departure today, which is pretty much straight out, and then obviously we'll start to turn north. Our route takes us over the south of Wales today. I was disappointed. I thought we'd fly up into Scotland, but sadly not. We are then planning, at the moment, it's going to be 30 right. Obviously it can change over the next 8-9 hours. And the arrival is the Muscle 4, and that is via Shay. Insert that. 3,587 miles. My flight plan has got 3,589 miles. 2 miles difference. 2 miles difference over that entire trek. We will absolutely take that. All right, let's fill in our briefing app. So this is London Heathrow. 27 right, and okay, MSP, Minneapolis, St. Paul, we're planning 30 right. We'll have a 10-hour flight window to get all the no times in for the time that we need them. Let's just create our brief. So that is our departure. I'll go through the no times and threats in a moment, but let's just have a quick look at the, oh my god, look at all that weather. Thank goodness we're leaving the UK. Let's have a look at some radar pages. So we've got the London and the Fox Romeo Kilo. We'll pop those in. London's already auto-tuned anyway, we'll just hard-tune it. To be fair then, it would probably make more sense to hard-tune London over there and just put in the Compton, which is CPT, I think. There we go. Hard-tune that one there, because that's our first VOR on the departure, so that just makes sense. Alright, onto the Init B page. So our zero fuel weight on here is 1449. So 1449. Have I got a C of G? So this aircraft as well, I don't think links up with GSX. So we've just got to basically, I'm going to just type this in. What fuel did I say I was taking? 62 tons, didn't I? So 62,000. There we go, and we'll just apply that load. We'll do it instantly because GSX is sorting it out. What's just binged at me? Oh, interesting refueling. That's fine. So then we've got zero fuel weight C of G, which is 26.2. One of the hardest things about flying different aircraft is everything's not where you expect it to be. You get so used to the 320 and things. So we got alternate fuel, which was let's call that 6 tons for the alternate fuel. And fuel planning then, we're taking 62 tons. Let's see what the box says. So I hope you guys are going to have a great day with us today. So we're going to get airborne. We've got that says it wants 65 tons. What happens if we load the 62 tons that I'm planning on taking? That gives us a takeoff weight of... Ooh, that could be interesting. Funnily enough, I tend to trust SimBrief over there. Should we take 65 tons? But you know what? Actually, I'm going to take 66. I'm going to play it really safe. Okay. Let's go with 66 tons. So that increases our takeoff weight. Alternate, why has that gone to 5.2? I've literally just changed that to that. It's now still saying I'm underneath, which is not great. Minimum destination fuel board 8.2. Right, in that case, let me just reload this to 66 tons. We'll type it in so we'll be accurate. Apply that load again. Make sure that those actually go into the tanks. There we go. 66 tons, 66 tons. That gives us a takeoff weight then of what? 210.3. That's so heavy. That's fine. And a landing weight of 151.4. Max landing weight on this thing is 187, so that is fine. Okay, so on to our performance page then. Does this have a takeoff calculation performance? Yeah, I think it does. So can we sync that to 7 right? Let's go with Alpha 4 for departure, and the takeoff runway available there is 3539. So we'll just edit that slightly, 3539. The surface is definitely not dry, so it's wet. Outside air temperature, QNH is 1020, and our weight for departure is correct. We'll do a flaps 2 departure, I think. Air conditioning will be on because we're not flying EasyJet. Anti-ice, don't need the anti-ice, no need to force toga, and let's calculate. So flex of 48, 49, 59, 61, 49, 59, 61. So 149, 159, and 161. Flaps 2, and what was the flex? Was it 48? Okay. Good stuff. Oh, right. So, sorry, I am aware I'm ignoring the chat completely in a minute. We're going to have 8 hours to chat. So I just want to get out of it. So if you are asking any questions I've missed them, just ask me again a bit. Okay, so thrust reduction, acceleration, that is all fine. Let's have a look at the secondary flight plan. We'll copy the active. What is the engine out procedure just here? It is standard noise abatement 2. So we're going to hold it. Is that Bovingdon? Bravo November November. Let's just get that in then. So BNN. Let's pop that in. We'll hold there. And what is the hold conditions? It is right turn, and then it's a 116 right turn. So update that, and then obviously we will then come back to Heathrow if we've lost an engine, and I will be very, very sad. So that is 27 left for landings. No star. BNN is one of the fears. Insert that, and that is our engine out procedure. There, perfect. Okay, cool. That all makes sense. Love it. Right, so I'm hoping this number increases as we fly. If not, can everybody swim? All right, so everything is all set up, I think. I didn't do the cockpit prep, so let me just do that. 1020, that is fine. Box is set up. We are monitoring the guard frequency, that's correct. All the radars are off, switching, thrust levers, spoilers, flaps, parking brake. We are squawking. Standby 2000, acupressures in the green. Charts, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Let me just get the transition altitude for Heathrow. I believe it is 6,000 feet. Yes, it is. Right, we'll get ATC clearance, and then we'll contact, and then we'll brief. So I think the initial climb might also be 6,000, but I'll confirm that in a moment. Right, what's the frequency? 121,705. That's Heathrow ground.
Delta. Shelter Delta, correct?
Heathrow ground, good morning. Delta 9, A330 300 with information Alpha stand 319, and we have QNH 1020. Request IFR clearance to Minneapolis.
Delta 9er, Heathrow ground, hello, cleared Minneapolis. Compton 3 Foxtrot departure, squawk 5016, QNH 1020.
Cleared by the Compton 3 Foxtrot departure and squawk 5016. Copy the QNH 1020, Delta 9.
Delta 9er, correct?
Lovely. I always forget to put the squawk in, so let's do that now. Alright, squawk is in, and I think we can start briefing stuff. So just get the ground chart up. I will go through it all. Alright, so starting with the weather. It's wet. It's still warm enough though, even though we've got low clouds, so no anti-ice needed for departure. We'll have anti-ice on during the climb out, so that'll be pretty quickly after departure. Anti-ice will be needed, and then we'll just monitor that. We've got a little bit of a bumpy ride expected just after we get over the Atlantic, and we've got CBs on our destination, but of course that could change. Aircraft is fully serviceable, including the weather radar, so no concerns with the aircraft. Let's have a look at our NOTAMs. So we've got an entry-exit closed there. That's Alpha Whiskey 10, we're not using that, so that's fine. Taxiway Bravo, I don't think we're using Taxiway Bravo today. Let me just have a quick look. I would imagine if it is closed there somewhere, That's with Echo and Foxtrot. No, that's... Ooh, that might affect us, actually. I don't know if ATC are going to... Well, they'll reboot us anyway. VOR is unavailable. London VOR is unserviceable. Oh, actually, we should probably have deselected that in the box then, because that's not actually working. Never mind. RMP procedures unavailable. So, yeah, NDB unavailable as well. We're not using any NDB, so that's fine. So we've got no NOTAMs to worry about for our departure. We'll read about Minneapolis's NOTAMs. 153 NOTAMs. Yeah, we're not reading all of those, unless we get really bored. So yeah, no concerns with the NOTAMs. And let's have a look then at the expected taxi routing. So, what we got? We are here. We are Pier 7, stand 319, which is around here. We're going to push back. I would imagine, I don't know if we're going to get routed north or south, so we'll wait and see. If it's south, it's going to be on Bravo, and then probably keeps on Bravo actually all the way around here. If we're going north, then it's going to be Foxtrot, and then probably onto Bravo all the way around, maybe onto Alpha. But we've got figures from Alpha 4, so we can take off from either Alpha 4 or full length. We'll let ATC know that we can do both. We'll not bother with single engine taxi. I'd rather concentrate on where we're going. I don't do Heathrow that often, so don't want to go the wrong way. And let's have a look at the departure then. So it's noise abatement 2 departure for us today. It's going to be flaps 2 as well. And the departure we're doing, so straight out, be a left hand turn. I think the initial climb is 6,000, and we've also got the transition altitude is 6,000 as well. I'm just going to check this. Yeah, so minimum altitude's 6,000 feet for well, that's for the Brooklands Park actually. It doesn't say anything about the Compton one, but yeah, I would imagine it's 6,000 feet. Okay, I'm happy with the brief, and hopefully you guys are too. Let's get the APU started, then we can think about getting out of here. So fuel has been loaded. Hey Nick, we're on your home base today, mate, as Nick celebrates 63 months. My god, it's that's not 5 years, is it? Or 4 years? I can't do the maths. How long is that? Right, fuel is loaded and it is balanced. Right, so happy with the fuel. Let's get well, the fuel pumps are already on actually, so that's okay. APU is starting. Seatbelt signs on. Everything else is fine. We'll give it I don't know what the A330 procedures are. I only know the 320 procedures. Normally we'd give it 3 minutes before APU bleed, but yeah, who cares? Let's just get that running, then we can disconnect and we'll get going. Aviodex just worked out 5.25 years. So what's that? That 5 years and 4 months. Nick, you absolute legend. Right, come on APU. There's very jolly music in the background, isn't it? Right, we're getting rid of the pushback though, so cabin crew, arm doors and cross check please.
Copy, Captain. Doors are being armed and cross-check is in progress now.
James, is the A330 any good these days? Do you know what? We'll find out. If it manages to make it across the ocean, then that's not too bad, is it? Where's the pack flow on low? Let's put that on normal. APU is running fantastic, so let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that, and we're almost ready to go, guys. Good stuff. Okay, so whilst we're just waiting, let's run the cockpit prep checklist. So aircraft acceptance, that's been completed. Our fuel quantity is 66 tons. It's just starting to burn on the APU. That's fine. Seatbelt signs are on. It is. We've got the 3 no greens and the priority is 1020, 100 feet. Perfect. Right, let's see if we can get out of here.
So you had 173 Alpha, taxi right Alpha, hold Pluto.
Right Alpha, and can you repeat please?
Hold at Pluto, like the planet.
Right Alpha on Pluto, speedbird 173 Alpha.
And to at 321, push start approved, face north.
Push approach, speed north. Bravo Alpha Whiskey 321.
Heathrow Ground Delta 9, stand 319, ready for push and start.
Their call sign is Speedbird. I'll write in text as well. So your call sign is Speedbird 321.
Pushback approach, face north. Speedbird 312.
Heathrow Ground Delta 9, stand 319, ready for push and start, please.
Delta 9, traffic pushing on your right, hold position.
Wilco Delta 9.
Runner 2005, I told you to hold short of Golf. Taxi immediate left on Foxtrot.
Fun and games already at Heathrow, it sounds like. So he's telling that guy to hold up Pluto a little bit earlier.
205, hold Foxtrot 2 now.
So that's here.
That's the Foxtrot, 205.
Confirm hold at Foxtrot 2.
Hold Foxtrot 2, 205.
Mike says I knew they had long runways, but hold up Pluto.
Information Alpha, Boeing 777, ready to prepare for advance to Madrid.
Good 460 Heathrow Ground, hello, cleared to Madrid, Gogsy 2 Foxtrot departure.
A Thursday morning,
6471,
and that's in
1020.
Heathrow is already busy. Incredible, isn't it?
Good 460, correct?
Speedbird 584, stand 509, crescent push start.
Good 584, push start.
Metric Prime says remember to park at gate Golf 8. Don't have to, but that's where you generally park the heavies. I will try and get in there.
513, push and start, please.
Shell 2 Delta, push start, proof face.
Do you park them in real life or just on Vatson?
Face north, shot 2 Delta. Virgin 129 Romeo, cross taxi.
Virgin 129 Romeo, right echo, hold echo 2.
Hey Felix.
Right echo, hold echo 2, Virgin 129 Romeo.
I love that tower. It's iconic, that tower.
Speedbird 6 Quebec, 1 Unicom 1228, bye bye.
Unicom Speedbird 6 Quebec, bye bye.
Come on, we've got a football match to watch at 8 PM tonight.
Heathrow Ground, Speedbird 598, stand 547 with BDC, requesting push and start, please.
I recognise that voice.
598 Heathrow Ground, hello, push start, proof face north.
Push approved face north, Speedbird 598.
Horo, with regards to the giveaways, once we're airborne, I shall explain. All you have to be is a subscriber. That's it. Channel members do get a slightly extra chance of winning, just as a thank you for being a channel member on YouTube. But yeah, you just need to be a subscriber.
129 Romeo,
that is all.
Echo 2, continue taxi, right Alpha, hold Pluto.
Felix, I don't use chase plane. I would if I didn't stream or make videos though.
Right there, 2005, make the left on Bravo, hold short of Echo.
Taxi left on Bravo, hold short, Echo, runway 205. That's all 60, ready for push and start.
Oh, quick, this APU's burning up my fuel.
460, push start, approved face north.
We start at full facing north, Speedbird 460.
I needed all that extra fuel just for the APU.
321, how long till you can push?
Who's actually blocking us at the minute?
Speedbird 321, Heathrow Ground. Did 321 answer me?
321's in the bathroom.
Heathrow Ground. I'm listening.
Hello, how long until you can push?
Heathrow Ground. I'm pushing. Back.
Thank you, because I've got an aircraft waiting. Thank you.
That's probably us.
Thank you.
Right now, 2005, left echo, golf, stand 318. Bye-bye.
Did he just say Ryanair?
Left echo, Golf 318, bye-bye, runway 205.
We're at Heathrow.
173 Alpha, Unicom 228, bye-bye.
That's like hearing EasyJet.
128, thank you for your control, bye-bye, Speedbird 173 Alpha.
Hey guys, just letting you know we're waiting for air traffic control to clear us before we can push. That's the reason for the delay.
Understood, Captain. We'll keep the cabin informed and ready for boarding as soon as we get the go-ahead.
Oh, this is an anticlimax. Is that... Who's behind us then? Oh.
Virgin 129 Romeo, minus Unicom 228, bye-bye.
It was the British Airways, he's there, look.
Delta 9er, after the British Airways 737-900 passes behind, push start proof face north.
After the British Airways 73 passes behind us, then we're cleared to push, facing north, Delta 9er. There's so many things wrong with that sentence. British Airways and 73 being the main culprit. Alright, so if we then are going north, then we're north on Foxtrot, so we're expecting what? Golf, Foxtrot, and then Bravo, I would imagine. Unless we get in on Alpha. But yeah, either way. Right. Beacon light is on. Transponder is on. Let's get GSX ready. Might just close all the doors now on here.
Shell 2 Delta, request taxi.
Shell 2 Delta, taxi Alpha, hold Pluto.
Alpha for Pluto, Shell 2 Delta.
Mike, thanks for that. All those bargain bucket pilots at Heathrow, I'm looking at you, Gav. At least I'm in the right aircraft. Well, actually, I'm not. I should be in an orange A320. Right, is that British Airways moved? Oh, no, he's still there. Can't move yet. Yeah.
Heathrow ground speed per 321, ready to taxi.
So we got 321, taxi Foxtrot, right on Bravo, hold at Titan.
That will be our same routing, I'm guessing. So let's get ahead of the game.
Taxi, hold in Foxtrot.
Here.
Right
on Bravo.
Hold at Titan.
And we carry on at Bravo.
Speed per 3.
Hold at Titan. Can't assume that's going to be the route, but that's a good guess. Swedish Philip, so the giveaways haven't happened yet. We're going to get airborne before we start doing those. But you just need to be a subscriber on YouTube, because the giveaways do take place only on YouTube. But that's fine. You can just nip over to YouTube, enter it when we're running, and then get back onto Twitch. Right, we'll run the before start checklist. So parking brake is on. Takeoff data. Let's confirm V1, 149, V2, 161. Windows are closed. Peds are on flight mode. Doors are closed, not yet armed. Beacon light is on. Right, so they're waiting for us to release parking brake. Don't push just yet, because this guy's taking an age.
Hotel, Heathrow ground, hello, 520, push start approved, thank you.
520, pushing start approved, thank you. Speedbird 3 Victor.
Heathrow ground, good morning, shuttle 2 Alpha, vacated to
Okay. Parking brake released.
Shuttle 2 Alpha, Heathrow ground, good morning. Taxi Alpha, link 56 and 503, bye-bye.
Alpha link 56503, thanks, goodbye, shuttle 2 Alpha.
Noticeable steering is disconnected. APU
Good
bleed
598, continue taxi right Alpha, hold
on.
Pluto.
Right Alpha, hold Pluto, speed 598.
Not quite sure why they're still saying available. I hope they're not. APU bleed is on. Let's get those engines started. Engine mode selected to ignition and start engine 1. That's concerning me ever so slightly. All right, engine 1 is starting. Why do I use SayIntentions over Beyond ATC? I am a SayIntentions affiliate, but I genuinely prefer SayIntentions because it's not just about ATC. It really isn't. It's an entire world that they're building, and it's completely unscripted. I can say whatever I want to the cabin crew, and they'll respond accordingly. Same with air traffic control. You can speak to it like an actual human, where Beyond ATC is much better than it was when it was first released, but it's still sort of on rails, looking for keywords, so to speak.
American 2520, Heathrow ground, hello. Give way, actually, stand by, shot 2 Alpha, hold short of Echo.
Still 2 Alpha short, Echo.
Good start in engine 1.
American 2520.
And starting engine 2. Hey, Chris Scott.
Golf, stand 335.
Echo Golf stand 335,
Shuttle 2 Alpha giving way to the American 777, continue Alpha, continue Alpha, link 56, stand 503.
After giving way Alpha, link 56503, Shuttle 2 Alpha.
Commander Freezer, so, yeah, the lights have gone off now. Yeah, I hadn't got them turned on. It just said it was available. I mean, it shouldn't be available. I've no GPU connected. We were being pushed back at the time. So I'm just waiting for a good start on engine 2. What's our trim setting? 27.8. It's fine. Right, do we think we can make up probably about 20 minutes in the air? Okay, good start on engine number 2, and we're parking brake set. I assume GSX are doing their thing down below. Yep, good stuff. Alright, so, love seeing this. This is absolutely brilliant. Thursday morning. Heathrow's alive. Okay, so, engine mode to normal. APU off. Anti-ice not required.
On November 5 whiskey.
6 Quebec, you're still with ground. Contact
Spoilers.
London
Rudder. Flaps 2.
127.105.
Set trim.
Air France 7904, Heathrow ground, hello. Air France park on the south side of the runway. Shall I taxi you there, or do you not care?
I don't care.
I do not care, Air France 704.
Roger, then taxi stand 309 by Romeo.
309 via Romeo Air France 794.
Oh, he's mowing the lawn. J-Hog's driving this tug. Right, the after start checklist. Anti-start required. ECAM status is checked. Pitch trim is 27.8. Rudder's neutral. I'm just going to check the doors because did we get those armed? Oh, they are armed now. Not clear to move yet because there's still plenty of people in the way. Where is this tug driver going? Seriously, where is this guy going? Commander Freezer, I get asked that question a lot. The honest answer is yes, but I wouldn't land it. I bet. Wow. No, you get the autopilot to land it, as any sane person would do. Right, okay. Heathrow ground, Delta 9 ready for taxi.
Delta 9 taxi right Bravo, hold at Titan.
Right Bravo, hold at Titan for Delta 9. Yeah, that's where we expected.
321, monitor Unicom 1228, bye bye. You at 321 Heathrow ground.
Alright, let's go.
Heathrow ground speed 321.
Monitor Unicom 1228. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Metro Prime 117. To be fair, I'm using A320 procedures in the A330, so I don't think it's specifically a European procedure. I'm literally just doing what I do in my little baby jet compared to this big brother. I can't believe how many aircraft we've seen depart. I thought Thursday morning Heathrow's going to be nice and quiet. We'll rattle through this. No. Brilliant to see though. I just love immersion. Anything that makes the sim world feel real is perfect for me. Felix Heck, the pushback drivers using Google Maps. Must be out of date then. Hey, Foxfly. Is AI ATC the future? I don't think you'll ever be able to replace humans like VATSIM, but and we'll be doing it today. As soon as we get out of VATSIM coverage, we'll get ATC from SayIntentions. It will take over, and it will do so automatically, and it is very, very good at what it does. You can buy Entourage just on its own, Metro Prime 117. You can, so you don't have to pay a monthly subscription to use Entourage. That is a standalone feature. Chris, you actually make a good point with regards to the A330neo. So I've flown the headwind aircraft when it first came out. Really, really did like it. And to be fair, this flight that Delta do, actually, they do. Look at that spray. Amazing. Yeah, this flight that Delta do, they actually do use. They actually do use their 330neos. The reason I chose to use the 330-300 was just because I prefer the cockpit. For a 330, I prefer the 330 flight deck. And to be fair, the IniBuilds aircraft, they have a lot of the features now. So I don't mind it at all. Right, whilst we're on this long straight bit, let's just do a flight control check. So we're going full left, full right, and neutral, full up, full down, neutral, quick rudder check, right, left, and neutral. Real world you use pedal disconnect there, but never mind. We're still on the taxi line, we're good. So yeah, if you have just joined us, then just to recap what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to be streaming now for the next few hours. Then around probably about 2-3 o'clock-ish, I'm going to have to leave. The stream will stop. We'll be sort of mid-Atlantic, hopefully by that point. The flight will continue running on the PC, and then this evening we're going to come back for the second part of the stream today. So that is the plan, and we've got giveaways throughout the day as well. Hey Daniel, autopilot not set correctly. I just noticed actually, as you said that we weren't set heading mode. Would have flagged that when we did the FMAs. So don't worry. To be fair, would have flagged it during the taxi checklist, which is what we're going to do now. I've done the flight control check. So the taxi checklist, which is flight controls, they've been checked. Flap setting is config 2 FMAs. So now we should have climb 149 blue, 161 magenta, climb nav blue, 1FD2, radar and predictive wind shear are on, engine mode selector is normal, ECAM memo is takeoff no blue, and our EFB is stowed. So I was down at Heathrow the other day with my lad plane spotting, and we were in that hotel actually. I'm sure it's that hotel. I've also got something really, really cool. Well,
Easy
I hope it's really cool
5 Delta. Are you at Heathrow?
to show you a little bit later on. And I also need your help with
Never
it.
mind, Easy 15 Delta, contact ground 121540, Gatwick ground 121540.
Horo, no weather preset. This is just live weather. This is live weather at the moment, which is why it's rubbish. Because we're in the UK. Hey, Stratoghost. We are indeed flying with Delta. We are Delta 9 today. And we are at IniBuilds, London Heathrow. We're going to give a copy of this airport away because it's brilliant. Looks even better when it's not raining, although that's not that often, sadly. Oh yeah, I have got Rex Atmos working with this, yes. So good, good call. I forgot that was on. Chris, I think you'd be guessing right. Is it raining in Heathrow right now? More than likely. 15 minutes old, light rain. Yes, it is. See you on the other side, Dark. What are you flying? Oh, if that's you about to taxi and take off, then I'll not interrupt you. But yeah, what? You're in British Airways today. Are you in there? Are you in there 350 or something else? Ground Delta 9 are holding at Titan, and we can do Alpha 4 for departure this afternoon.
Delta 9, sorry, I forgot about you. Martinacom, bye-bye.
No problem, thanks for that. No offence taken. Delta 9, bye-bye.
No, don't take offence. Alpha 4's a bit out of the way, so, but yeah, it's up to you, Unicom.
Cheers, have a good day. Delta 9.
You too. Hearing's 1 Uniform Delta, you're on frequency.
He's forgot about someone else as well. Heathrow traffic, Delta 9 is taxiing Alpha 3, London Heathrow traffic. Cabin crew, seats for takeoff.
Copy, Captain. Cabin is secure and crew are taking seats now.
Right, the countdown to the World Cup kickoff is on. 7 hours, 53 minutes. Our flight time is 8 hours, 20 minutes. Are we going to see the first ball kicked? Are we going to be off stream? Might need to fire up another engine. Heathrow traffic, Delta 9 are lining up runway 27 right via Alpha 3. Heathrow traffic. Lion, I am using SayIntentions. And we're going to be giving copies of that away today as well. Right. Let's get on that runway and get out of here. Line-up checklist. Cabin is secured. Takeoff runway is a full length 27 right confirmed. TCAS is TRA packs 1 and 2 on. just going to do a temperature check. 11 degrees. Okay, so yeah, we'll take off without anti-ice and then it's going to be on pretty much straight away. Right guys, here we go. FSExpo, here we come. Take off. Start the chrono. Man flex. SRS runway. Auto thrust blue. $100 knots. God, she's rolling so slowly. Loving the rain effects. V1. Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. Autopilot 1 engaged. Just let the nose lower a little bit before we set climb thrust. There we go. So thrust climb, climb, nav, flaps 1. Okay, let's get anti-ice on now. As briefed. Flap 0. Ground spoilers disarmed. And we need to get away from all this horrible, horrible weather. Rizma, mate, thank you so much for your £2 super chat. It says congratulations on the 60,000 subscribers. It's a massive thanks to you guys that's helped us get that far, mate. But thank you, really, really kind of you. Very, very generous. Thank you for that. Right, the timer is indeed ticking. We are off. I'm just going to leave the camera crew sat in just for a little bit, just because who knows what the weather's going to be like for the next few minutes. It seems pretty stable. I really wish the weather radar was accurate. That would be fantastic. Hey Mark, good to speak to you again, mate. Says, living near Heathrow, I can confirm the weather is quite accurate, perhaps not quite as monotone grey in real life. Alessandro, KMSP is indeed Minneapolis. That is quite accurate. That is exactly where we're going. Okay, no ATC, so we're going to set open climb and standard pressure. Open climb 180 blue. Off we go. Then I'm going to get these giveaways sorted. I think the first thing we should give away is probably London Heathrow, given that we've just departed it. Jing, this is the IniBuilds Airbus A330. You are indeed correct. Standard pressure on the standby. Oh, how high do you reckon these clouds go? Look at that. Look at that. Don't think I've got any custom views set up for this aircraft. We might have to set some a little bit later on. Resmar says, wait, the weather radar's not accurate. No, it's not. It's a random 2D picture. I'm not entirely sure. I'll be honest with you, I'm not 100% certain how it works. All I know is it's a 2D picture rather than a 3D image of what we've actually got, which is a real shame. but it looks pretty. Actually, I mean, as a pilot, that looks horrific, but it's not as bad as what you first led to believe. Okay, so spoilers retracted, flaps retracted, landing gear retracted, and lights. Leave those on. Don't need them. Don't know why I turned the wing lights on. Wasn't that wasn't that bad. Quick ding of the seatbelt signs. Cabin crew can be released. By now, I'd imagine most of the passengers anyway, they've sat down, they've started watching the film. All is good. Resma, I'm not using the A330 sound pack, no. I didn't even know there was one, to be honest.
We are now in the air, and the use of approved electronic devices is permitted in flight mode. Our cabin service will begin shortly. Thank you for flying with Delta Airlines, and we appreciate your patience as we continue our journey to Minneapolis-St. Paul.
Right, so let's check then. RadNav page, we can clear that out. Performance page, let's get up to altitude quickly. So this is an EasyJet SOP, so cost index is now 0. 3.8 is the max. We're going to be cruising at 3.6 today. That is fine, so we might as well set that now. Let's get up to cruise. 360 blue. And second flight plan, we'll copy the active. Estimated time of arrival at the moment, is that right? 2015 UTC, that's 7:15 PM. That can't be right. That might increase. The EFOB on landing has increased as well. I'm happy about that. I was a bit concerned. Colin, have you ever tried to do emergency stop after V1 to see how realistic the sim models braking distance? Yes, I have. The sim does not model braking distance well. It models braking far too aggressively. You probably noticed this as well. When you land, it's very easy to stop very quickly. And I believe that is because it's something to do with the friction and the inertia, which isn't simulated correctly in Microsoft Flight Simulator at the moment. So, yeah, you can stop a 380 on a penny, which is not realistic in the slightest. Fraser, do I have any experience with the FS Labs 321 Neo? No, I don't, I'm afraid. The one thing I do love about that, yeah, look, sorry, I'm interrupting there, Fraser. So we were talking about the weather radar. Look, it's now going black, which obviously are we still in precipitation? Actually, we're not. We're not in precipitation now, it's just cloud, which is fine. Remember, everything you saw in here is precipitation, it is not cloud. Yeah, the one thing about the FS Labs A321, I would love Phoenix to bring in the tech log. I love the idea of that. You know, where things aren't working quite right, would be really cool. Is Atmos Core worth getting? Weather looks great, but how different would the vanilla 24 weather be? So, remember, Atmos Core does not affect the weather per se, as in, this is still Microsoft Flight Simulator's live weather. All Atmos Core is doing, well, we'll see it now as we break out of the clouds, is it affects just what the clouds look like, the sky colouring, basically the atmosphere. It does not change the weather that is being injected into the sim. You can use it to change the weather being injected into the sim, but honestly, that side of Atmos Core I think is rubbish. The Microsoft Flight Simulator default
Delta
weather injection.
Heavy departure. London control on 127.83.
So this is now SayIntentions Air Traffic Control taking over for us. So we're going to contact them. In fact, I might get my co-pilot to do it, so the co-pilot can check in on 127.83. What it does mean, though, we are still
Delta Niner, good afternoon. We're climbing through flight level 170.
We do need to monitor Unicom because we are still on VATSIM. So we'll monitor that with
Heavy, London Control, radar contact, over Ginger Farm airstrip at flight level 170, altimeter 1017, cleared direct D255 Golf.
So, when SayIntentions Air Traffic Control first takes over ATC for you, it just has to go through a bit of a process, work out where you are, work out whereabouts on your flight plan you are. That's what they're doing now. And from then on, it'll become more realistic. So we're just breaking out the clouds. Yeah, so yeah, don't use Rex Atmos Core for the actual weather injection. Use it for...
Maintain flight level 360.
We've just been cleared 360, so that's fine. So it affects what the weather and the atmosphere actually looks like and what the clouds look like, and it is brilliant. It's night and day by comparison. It's very tricky to get a good preset set up, so I would use those that are already available. I've shared my preset, so if you like what you're seeing on screen, you can download and use my preset. We don't have to download it, we can use my preset within Rex Atmos Core, and I'm happy with it. So yeah. Is the overlay stuck, Skippy? I will give that a kick. That overlay always gets stuck. It is very annoying. So yeah, let me do that now. Just while I'm doing that, is Flight Sim 24 worth it for $52.49? Do you know, I think it is. So I bought the cheapest Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. The reason I bought that is because, well, the most expensive one is actually very expensive. And the only thing that you actually get with it is you get a few more aircraft and you get more handcrafted airports. Well, the handcrafted airports aren't great. Let's turn the seatbelt signs off now. The handcrafted airports are okay, they're better than nothing, but I tend to use the payware airports anyway, so I thought I'm just going to get the vanilla sim and I'm just buying the add-ons that I'm going to use anyway. Plus, if you've got those add-ons already for Flight Sim 2020, then you can use them in it, so that's absolutely fine. Jink, am I using TriTriSim GFX? Yes, I am, which is why you can see when we're flying through clouds, it actually looks like we're flying through the clouds. I don't know if we have got any condensation trails on the wings or anything like that. We might be a bit too high for that. Bet we had some lower down though. Right. So what are we at? 21,000. Keeping a close eye on this today. So yeah, so we're going to get our giveaways started. We're going to start with London Heathrow, just because London Heathrow is the first one. So, rules of the giveaways today. We've got some great giveaways. We have got 3 1-month passes for SayIntentions. That is the full SayIntentions suite. So that is the Entourage, that is actual air traffic control, all the missions, all that stuff. That's great. And that's then a 1-month pass. We have also got, and this will be the grand prize, we've got a full 1 year's pass for SayIntentions. That is absolutely epic. Whoever wins that is incredibly lucky. SayIntentions for a year, because if you fly on VATSIM, doesn't matter. I'm flying on VATSIM right now. I'm still using SayIntentions because they talk to each other. The air traffic control in SayIntentions, it knows when VATSIM ATC goes offline, takes over. So we're still flying under ATC control now. It's just AI ATC control. We've also got 5 €10 gift vouchers for the Contrail store, which if you use with our Contrail store discount code shown down here, then you can get even more off your basket. So that's definitely worth doing. And of course, we're going to give away London Heathrow as well in a moment. Resume, what is a GFX TriSim is worth it? I like it. I think it's great. It adds effects when it should add the effects. If you want to bump them up, you can do as well. And yeah, I do. I like it. Jink, I actually agree with what you just said there. I think the feature should have been included in the sim already, but he still recommends getting it either way. Yeah, I agree. Right, are we? How are we doing temperature-wise? Oh, the sat is still -26. So we'll leave that anti-ice on, but I think we're pretty much coming out of the clouds now. Finally. Heathrow was absolutely rubbish, wasn't it? That was rank. Right. We'll get the terrain on. Instead, although we need the weather radar on, we're above all of that now. Great stuff. Although that looks interesting for terrain. What's that all about then? I have no idea where we are. Our flight route today took us over South Wales. We can't see the ground. Oh, no, I tell a lie. We can see the ground. Huh, look at that. So Felix, yeah, I would. I'd get Rex Atmos. I'm not sure. Is Atmos? Atmos might be available on the Contrail store. In which case, use that code down below and you'll save some money on it. The other best thing about the Tri-Sim for the effects and that, contrails. Honestly, guys, the contrails, because if you've got lots of live traffic in, then you will see those contrails streaking across the sky. They don't just quickly disappear, and it's beautiful. I think it's a real boost to the immersion. Is Atmos on Contrail Dark? Thank you for confirming that. Trim tank transfer. Just check. I'm not familiar with that. That doesn't happen in the 320. Okay, so we're using. I'm assuming that's just. Yeah, it's just coming from the outers. The trim tanks. Yeah, we get the outer tank fuel transfer message, don't we, in the 320? No, GFX isn't in the Contrail stop. I think Atmos is on Contrail. Yeah, thank you, Dark, for confirming that. Cool. Okay, right. So just whilst I'm chatting, I'm just also trying to set up the giveaways because I haven't done them yet. I'm literally setting them up now as we're chatting away, and then we can actually use them and give them away, which is obviously what we want. I'm desperate to get this flight over and done with for the start of the World Cup. Not over and done with, but you know what I mean. Is anybody actually excited about the World Cup? So I said to my wife, I said, right, we're going to be doing this stream today, and but I will be finished. I want to be finished for 8 PM so I can sit and watch the World Cup, and I'm sure everyone else will as well. And she turned around and said to me, well, I mean, a lot of like plane-loving geeks, are they all that bothered about football? I was like, yes, absolutely. I'm a plane-loving geek. I love football. So tell me, am I right? am I right? Right, so I have just been setting up something which is brand new. Again, this is a SayIntentions thing. It's the SayIntentions stream kit. What this means is I think you guys can now actually interact with the cabin crew. You can ask for drinks and snacks and things like that. I have no idea how this works. I need to know how this works. But if that is the case, then this could be really fun. I just need to work out how it works. While setting up the giveaways. So sorry, I'm reading something in a minute. I'm trying to read. I'm sure how. I haven't got a clue how we do this. Ah, Felix, thank you for that. That is brilliant. Right. guys, if you want to try sending commands to the cabin crew, I think they're there to help serve you and things like that. You can send a request to the crew. You can send a request to yeah, that's brilliant if it works. Right, what's this? Dark Fury, have you sent a message? Hang on. I don't know if this better be no profanities in this. See if this works.
At Res Omar 3,397. Absolutely. One coffee coming your way shortly.
Oh, I like that. I have to authorize the messages, but so Res Omar's just asked for a coffee, and yeah, the cabin crew are going to sort you out. That is awesome. Oh, I like this. What's Dark Fury saying?
Captain, we have a message from @dark_furryf9f. My flying, less yapping.
More flying, yes laughing. If I didn't do any yapping, you'd all be very bored.
Captain, we have a message from @FelixA9er.3. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, guys. You're really getting on board with this. I can see all of the messages coming in. That is brilliant. I'm going to work my way through those, but I'm anxious to get this giveaway sorted as well, as I know many of you are wanting that. Right, we're going to have to put something in the in sort of like the video description to sort that out, because yeah, that is awesome. Right, so IniBuilds, let's just talk about the giveaways, how they are going to work today if you are new and haven't been with us before when we're doing them. So basically, all of the giveaways do take place on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, that's absolutely fine. All you need to do is you need to enter sort of like the raffle for the giveaway on YouTube. To do that, you have to be a subscriber. That is all. If you are a channel member, you get a better chance of winning, a slightly better chance of winning. Just my way of saying a big thank you to you guys for supporting the channel, and yeah, that is pretty much it. You'll know when the giveaways are running because well, one, I'll tell you and it'll be in the chat. So yeah, I'm just setting up that now. So Heathrow Airport is our first giveaway, and it's Heathrow as well for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. And we're going to run that for the next 20 minutes or so. So that will start now, I think. Yeah, there we go. Good stuff.
At Gab 722, right away. I'll have that delicious wine ready for you soon. Understood, Captain. We'll bring a panini to the flight deck now.
Nick, is that you? Is that you wanting a panini? Do we do those on Delta? I'm sure they do them on Delta, don't they? I'm just waiting to get to the top of cruise, and then we're going to get that Costa Next back and race across the Atlantic.
Understood, Captain. We are currently climbing to cruise altitude. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just climbed 10,000 feet. The seatbelt sign is still on, so please remain seated.
So we've got about 2,000 feet to go. I need to set up some. Once we get a cruise, I'm going to set up some wing views because I don't like just being sat here. We want to actually look out of the windows. So yeah, we've got the giveaway going on at the moment for Heathrow. That's running for about another 18 minutes or so.
The estimated time en route is 2 hours and 15 minutes, Captain.
I don't think that's correct. 2 hours and 15 minutes. That's definitely not correct. About 1,500 feet to go, and then we'll settle in for our transatlantic crossing.
At Gramps 5B coming up. I'll get that Coke sorted for you right away.
And then, as I said, I've got something that I want to show you guys. I want your help with, and I also want your thoughts with. So some of you already know that I've been mucking about and creating apps. I'm sure many of you, if you follow the channel, you all know about JetLog. I've mentioned it several times. JetLog is basically a plane spotting app. So think Pokemon for planes. If you're a plane spotter, like a serious plane spotter as well, then this is a bit like Flight Radar 24, but you can tap the aircraft that you see. It then adds them to your logbook. If you've spotted them, you can sort of build up the your list of all the planes that you've seen. And they change colour on the map, so you know if you've seen them before. It's available now in the Google Play Store, so yeah, you can download and use that. We've got the other app which I am still sort of building. I know a lot of you have asked about, and that is this one, the No Time Brief Pro, which I use at the start of the stream. This is basically just to help you brief.
Enjoy.
Nick, your panini's just arrived. So yeah. This basically just helps you with the briefings, so it gives you things that are basically important. I made this because I'm lazy and I like my briefings to be quick, succinct and straight to the point. I want to know about the weather, I want to know about the runway, I want to know things about the engine out procedure, the noise abatement procedure, the forecast perhaps not so important on departure, the nav aids that are available, and then of course we've got the NOTAMs. Now there's 57 NOTAMs there for London Heathrow. I ain't reading all those, I want to know the important ones. So this literally reads them, picks out the important bits. If we look at Minneapolis, 153, which is awful. I'm not reading all of those. Danger Lion, so the cabin crew is SayIntentions. Link in the video description down below, guys, if you want to check out SayIntentions. Right, we're at cruise altitude, 36,000 feet. So, first thing we're going to do now is we're going to enable the afterburners. Cost index 60. Make sure we put that in. TCAS goes to below. And then we just want to quickly zip through all the SD pages and make sure that we're good. So that's all fine. Electrics, they're fine. Nothing's worrying me there. Hydraulics, they're all fine as well. APU's turned off. Temperatures are all right. 22 degrees. That's okay, I think. Doors still closed. Very good. And armed. Temperatures of the brakes, they're fine. Flight controls are good, and important bit, the fuel used. So we set up with 66 tons. We've got about just under 60 tons. We've used 5.3, so it adds up. No fuel leak. So everything, judging by that, is perfect. How many times can you type raffle? Only once. If you type it more than that, you risk getting banned and frozen out. You don't want that. Right, anti-gas can come off. We don't need that now. Obviously, we're out of the clouds. I would imagine it's colder than minus 40 as well. Yeah, minus 54, so don't need that. Awesome. Right, I'm at cruise, and I'm going to... I'm going to try and set up some custom views because I haven't got any for this, so let's get it sorted.
Captain, we have a message from @Buffeg. 2 ice cold beers.
Why are you telling me? That's for you to sort out. So I'm loving that we're playing around with the new stream kit from for SayIntentions. I think obviously to make it realistic, you need to be interacting with the cabin crew rather than the pilots. Not often the passengers get to interact with the pilots. I think that's how it can become really really good. Loving first class here, by the way. Right, let's get some wing views sorted. The problem I find with a lot of aircraft, other than the Phoenix does this really well, is you struggle to get really close, don't you, to some of the windows. Like there's a buffer zone, so you can't sort of stick your head out and see too much, which is a bit of a pain. But we'll do our best. So just going to go around and save some camera views because I'm going to want those later. Felix says he can recommend Chase Plane. So I did a video review of Chase Plane.
Contact London Control on 134.755.
I've just walked into a wall.
Contacting London Control on 134.755. Delta Niner.
So the co-pilot's sorting that out. Yeah, I did a review of Chase Plane. Chase Plane was one of the massive things I was waiting for.
Good afternoon,
in Flight Sim 2024 or even 2020. So I was thrilled when it came out.
London Control identified. Good afternoon.
But there was a problem, and this isn't a Chase Plane problem, it really isn't. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 limitation, and that was the fact that it had to basically control all of your camera views. Now for me, who's making content, videos all the time, that really slowed me down because I couldn't just sort of zip in and out. Basically, I wanted Chase Plane for one reason, and that was the cinematic flyby camera. I thought that was amazing. That's what I wanted, but unfortunately, to get that, you needed everything else that came with it, sadly, and it wasn't for me. I think if you're not making content and you're okay with the sort of default camera things that they set up for it, then it's great. But for me, it just didn't work. I'd love to know if any other streamers use it. But yeah, the sort of the flyby stuff, the flyby camera is amazing. But I want a program that just that and nothing else. I can just turn it on and it works. If someone can develop a program that does that, that'd be fantastic. Basically, all you need to do is you need a program that controls the drone camera and just gives you like flybys, spot positions. There you go. There's a marketing idea for somebody. Blinker, how long is to go on the raffle? Great question. Great question. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Reservoir says streamers on Twitch use it, except they don't really make pre-recorded videos like you. Yeah, that's a fair shout. It's a fair point. So I installed it and I tried to make sort of a pre-recorded video on it. Yeah, a pre-recorded video, whatever. And it took me ages. Now, you could argue I'd get used to it, but honestly, I was ready to throw my keyboard out the window. Yeah, Felix, that was pretty much the thing with me. One thing you didn't like about, he says, one thing I don't like about Chase Plane is that all the safe camera views get deleted and the entire camera system of Microsoft Flight Simulator gets replaced. That's what I didn't want, but that is sadly what we got. And it's not a Chase Plane problem, it's a Microsoft Flight Sim limitation. There's nothing we can do to sort of prevent that. It's just the way that it's coded, unfortunately. Right, shut the door now, I've had my walk around. Yeah, so 9 minutes to go on the 9 minutes to go on the giveaway. First giveaway.
At Trimage 71, my pleasure. Your some chocolate order is now in progress. Understood, Captain. We'll bring food to the flight deck now.
Who's ordering food to the flight deck? Stop ordering food to the flight deck. I'll get fat. I haven't accounted for that in my fuel figures. Diggerflight says he loves the way Chaseplane works with FS Realistic. That is a big plus point because you're getting the vibrations, it's moving around, it's not on rails, and landing as well. You get that sort of touchdown, that bounce, which would be great. Felix, if you just ordered 900 pizzas, we don't stock that many. Well, we got different cabin crew work today. We've got Lisa. What other names have I seen on there? Yes, I was just saying. Yeah, so this is a little app that I've been working on, which I probably am going to put on the App Store at some point. I haven't touched it for a while though. I've been too busy. But yeah, NOTAMs, 153 NOTAMs. What? Who's going to read all that? I'm telling you now, not even real pilots would. Not even real pilots read all that. They want to know taxiway closures, things that affect navigation, ILS and runways. Maybe SID's amended. I mean, what's this SID? The Western 7 departure. We're not doing that, so I can ignore that. There's some taxiway closures on here as well. We've got all the time in the world to look at those. But yeah, it just pulls out the actual details rather than have to read through 153 NOTAMs, which we do not want to do.
Understood, Captain. I'll check on that request for Etienne 555. Captain, here is your food. Enjoy.
Stop ordering food to the flight deck. Horo, is your app subscription based? Horo, which one? I've only got one that's actually out, and that's JetLog. This won't be a subscription. No, God no. But I have been working on something new, which I want to share with you guys, and I think you guys could help shape this. So, I am a geek. You know that I'm a geek. Resmart, is JetLog on iOS and Apple? No, I'm working on it, but not yet. That's basically the only answer I can give you at the minute. But it will be. But yeah, I'm an av geek, and I love anything aviation and games and things like that. The problem that I've found, and has anyone else found this? This is not just relating to flying games and aviation games, but has anyone found that since technology has gotten really, really good? Oh, sorry, that's ATC. My co-pilot will handle that. Yeah, has everyone found since technology has got really, really good, it obviously means that we can do a lot more with it. And sometimes I don't always think that is a good thing. So I like games that I can dip in and out of and are quite simple. You know, just something to pass the time. I sometimes have a lot of time to pass. And by that, what I mean is I've taken my kids to gymnastics, or I've taken them to their football training, and that kind of stuff. So it's not time that I can be doing stuff productively. I've just got to sit there and wait it out. And I just like to dip into games on my phones or something, you know, doing my absolute best, not just to scroll indefinitely. But a lot of the games now I find were too complicated. When I look at, there's loads of like airline based games, you know, run your own airline or build your own airport. I either found them far too sort of cartoonish and meant for, you know, little kids, or they were ridiculously complicated. And because of that, I just got bored of them. I've seen games where you have to run your own airline, but you have to think of everything. You have to paint your aircraft, you have to design your logo, you have to do the seat configuration, open up your route and hire the pilot. Basically, literally, it seems too complicated for a little game on your phone to pass 20 minutes, you know? And it's obviously not something that I can just concentrate on for hours at a time. It's just as and when. So yeah, that annoyed me a little bit. And so yeah, Commander Freezer, you might be right, we are just getting old. And so I wanted like a little airline game that was very, very simple to play, and I didn't have to spend hours on it. Now, many years ago with FSX, does anybody remember, does anyone remember or ever used a game called Air Hauler? Answer in the chat. Do you remember Air Hauler, or has anyone used it? Quick update on the giveaway 3 minutes before we give our first giveaway away. So XCOM99 says the airline simulator. Yeah, loads of different airline simulators around. Too complicated, too intense for me. I'm looking at them. I've opened them, downloaded loads, put them on my screen, and there's like a million different buttons on the menu bar, and I think I already know straight away that's not for me. So Albad says, yeah, he remembers Air Hauler. And the great thing about that, it tied in with FSX, and I think it even works now with Flight Sim 2020, maybe Flight Sim 2024. And the idea, if you don't know what that is, it was basically a little game where you were a pilot, like a cargo pilot, and you had to accept missions. You had your aircraft, and you had a map of missions that you could accept. Each one was a different payload, different payouts, so obviously you got paid when you did the mission, and you could then accept the mission and then fly that mission in Microsoft Flight Simulator or FSX, and it would then work, and you got paid, and you had to buy fuel for your aircraft. It was done automatically, you know. Basically, you did the flight, you filled your airline aircraft up with the fuel and did your flight, and it was simple. But what I ended up actually doing with it is I hardly ever flew the actual missions because I didn't have time. But what you could do is you could have AI pilots fly those missions for you. So you had to hire a pilot, and that would basically fly the mission for you. You had to pay the pilot, but you know, that was part and parcel of the whole game. Gavs, yeah, there's an Air Hauler 2. Well, I remember buying Air Hauler 2, and I was so excited for Air Hauler 2 because Air Hauler 1 I thought was great. I had it on my PC years ago. I would be doing something, I'd be doing some work, and in the background, Air Hauler was running, and the planes that were running around doing the missions that I'd accepted, and it all worked in real time as well. So if you set a plane off that was going to be like 2-3 hours, then you set it off, and then it was fine. You didn't have to touch it for another few hours, and it was great. So, and I thought, well, surely there should be a little game like that, a little app that I can do on my phone. Pretty much sort of the same premise. You have a plane, you can buy a second plane, you can hire a second pilot, and you have to accept the missions, work out which mission is going to be best, and that kind of thing. And there wasn't anything came close to what that was. So I decided, how difficult would it be to make one? And honestly, I've not spent too much time on this, but we can do this together. That's something we can do on our flight now. Have a look at this. Tell me what you think if this actually runs. Right, right, okay. Well, before we get onto that, the giveaway is just finished. So entries are now closed. We're going to pick a winner. Winners of all the giveaways today, you need to contact me either on Discord or via email. For this, I will need to know your IniBuilds login, which is your email address, usually, whatever your IniBuilds login address is, so that we can then get London Heathrow added to your account. So let's have a look. So the winner of London Heathrow, one moment, I'm gonna have to write these down because we've got a few today. So the winner of London Heathrow is, congratulations goes to, oh, what's happened there?
Delta 9, contact Shannon Centre on 124.7.
It's Spoff 722.
Delta 9er.
So congratulations, Spoff 722. You are the winner of our first giveaway today.
Good afternoon, with you, flight level 360.
Delta 9, Shannon Centre identified. Good afternoon.
yeah, so Smoff, if you're there, then just get in touch with me in the next 24 hours and we'll get that sorted for you. You are very welcome. Yeah, so what was I saying? We'll do another giveaway shortly, but just before I do, so guys, have a look at this. I'm not sure I like the name, but we can work on that. This is an app which I am building. At the moment, it is called Sky Hustle. And it is basically, you start just you and your aircraft, and yeah, you have to go and accept missions, fly them, deliver the cargo, and yeah, you've got loan repayments to make every day at 9 a.m, which obviously incentivizes you to actually do some flights every day, otherwise you're going to go bankrupt. But I'm not sure I like the name. It is just a placeholder. I haven't actually started a game in this on my Flight Sim PC, which is why we can't continue game. Reservoir says, be like Harrison Ford and Air Force One. Felix is not available to download yet because I am literally still building it. I've spent about a week building this just in a bit of spare time that I've had. So, but do you want to go? We'll go through this together and you can actually, seriously, tell me what you think. Good idea, bad idea, or just, you know, give it up as a bad job. What I don't want to do is make this overcomplicated. I do not want that. I haven't got the time for that. I mean, not the sort of coding of the app, but I actually mean the playing of it. I haven't got time to play a really difficult game. So let's go in. So we'll start a new game. So starting base airport, where should we start? Now this is important because your home base, if you pick a large international airport, the landing fees are higher. So you don't want that. So you're going to start in with a Cessna or something, so grass strips are normally better. Reservoir Sky Hustle does sound like it's about drug running. That's a fair point. We might have to think of another name, guys. Alright, so your loan starts at the moment, it's 150k. They may change. I need to work through some of the finances to make sure it's realistic. And then you've got a starting capital. So we can either go, we can start with the Caravan. We can start with the 172 or the 152. Obviously, they can carry slightly different payloads. These can carry more. This can carry less. So go on then. Where should we start, and which aircraft should we start with? And we can obviously play this, and it's in real time now. So we can sort of look through this and do it together. So where should we start? Let's start in the UK. I'm just going to start in the UK because that's where we are. And then which aircraft? So yeah. Gab72, no problem, my friend. Remember, we are going to be back here. We're still going to be live this evening, UK time. Well, we're going to finish the stream probably in an hour or two, but then we will be back for the conclusion, which is probably about 6 p.m.-ish, maybe a bit earlier, local time. So what's that? That's like 1700 Zulu, something like that. I'm trying to work out where we actually are. Because I've got no idea where we are. X999 says that Deliver is building a cargo ecosystem that connects ETS and Microsoft Flight Sim, deliver cargo at the airport, hoods fly to destination. Yeah, that sounds brilliant. Let's just say, I thought Air Hauler was great. I just wanted something completely separate from the Flight Sim. So it's, you know, something that you can do literally in your pocket kind of thing. Horo, will I be making use of the pause at top of descent? Well, no, because the flight will carry on in real time here on my PC. The stream will just stop and we'll just come back a little bit later on. Right, if anyone has actually suggested where we're going to start or anything like that, then I've completely missed it. But we'll play this together whilst we're flying. Whilst you guys think about where we're going to start and whether we're going to start with a 152 or 172 or a Caravan, I'm going to set up the next giveaway, which is going to be a Contrail store voucher. So let me just do that. Do. Excellent says start with the 172, and Oscar says, oh no, Oscar, we can't do Manchester. I mean, we could do Manchester. We could start at Manchester with our little Cessna 172. Manchester is an international airport, so you can't use it. Well, no, you can use it, but it's expensive to use. We don't have a lot of money. We're brand new. We don't have a lot of money to be able to use, so, you know. Lion, what's the link of Skysol? It's not out yet, mate. It's literally, I've been building it for a week. It's not available yet. And I thought, what better sort of audience is there to ask about new features than I can pop in this? So that's why we're having a quick look. Plus, it also passes the time whilst we're cruising over the Atlantic. So go on then. We'll start with a 172. Which airport?
Good afternoon at flight level 360.
In fact, what's the code of Manchester? Is it Barton Aerodrome at Manchester? Just south of Manchester Airport. I mean, you've got to think about location as well, because that does make sense. Let me have a look. I don't know the code of Barton Airport. I'm going to have a quick look now. It's not even in Flight Radar 24, that. Is it in JetLog? 1 minute. Barton Aerodrome, yeah. What's the ICO code of Barton Aerodrome? Nope, it's not even big enough to be in JetLog. Quick Google. Does it even have one? Echo Golf Charlie Bravo. Oh, okay. Is that in the database for this? Echo Golf Charlie Bravo. Alright, and we're going with the Skyhawk, yeah? Fine. Okay, so this is the next page. It's obviously designed for either tablet or it will work on your phone. So it just depends what you want. We'll have sort of a tablet view for now. Okay, so we've got £20,000. We are in debt by 150,000, and pilot wages will be paid in 4 hours' time. However, we don't have any pilots. There's only me and you, and we're free. So we've got our first plane. It's currently parked at Barton. And if we have a look at the map screen, browse aircraft market. Yeah, I'll put a load of aircraft in here as well. We can't afford any of them because we haven't got any money. But you can see all of these different conditions as well. If the aircraft condition drops too much, you can't fly it. You have to repair it. What aircraft? I always like to see what aircraft is it thrown in here because these change every day. So Beechcraft, Cirrus. You can see the payloads as well, so that'd be a good one to get. The bigger the payload, the better. Super Beach King Air. See, that also requires 2 pilots. I've got to think about that. They're also brand new. They're expensive. Hey, Ed, the flight is about 8 hours and 20 minutes in total. By an ERJ. For 13 million. Is that an Antonov? Oh, I'm not paying that much. A340 for nearly 200 million. We need to earn some money. Let's see if we can earn enough money to buy a new plane today. What do you reckon? That would be cool. Okay, so let's leave the marketplace. So yeah, as I say, we're parked there. We've got a list of jobs here that we can go through. So that's your list of available jobs. That's the list of the jobs that we have accepted. We've not accepted any jobs yet. You can arrange these either by expiry time, because they all expire. The job list as well updates. I think it's every 20 minutes or so. So the idea is a few will get taken away, a few new ones will be added to sort of replicate other airlines accepting the jobs. We can search for them by departure code or payouts. We obviously want high payouts. So the biggest one at the moment is a £55,000 payout. That'd be enough to buy a new aircraft, wouldn't it? I think. I can't remember what the cheapest aircraft price was. But yeah, that might work. But of course, we've got to have a look where that is. So let's have a look at what we can do then is we can go to the map. So at the moment we are parked here. Oh yeah, it's got it right. There we are. We are parked at Baden. We are the pilot and we've got no cargo. So you can send the aircraft anywhere you want, but it will cost you money. So now let's have a look at what jobs are available. So we can turn on the jobs. These are all the jobs. These are the starts of jobs. We want the biggest payout, don't we? Will there be app saving online in case you need to use different devices? At the moment, no. I've definitely not got that far. So let's see if we can find a job to do and decide which one is going to be the most beneficial for us. So we can turn on the filters. Basically, max distance, we just turn that on to any distance. Maximum cargo weight, we're only at 172, so we can't take a load of cargo. And then let's scroll back here. This is the minimum payout. Scroll back here to see which one gives us the best payout near to us. Right, what's that one that's just popped up there? That is a long journey in a little Cessna. But that one, we can click on it. So yeah, we should be able to take that. It is 748 miles from Leicester to, I have no idea where that is. And that job expires at 5 o'clock. This is all local time to your device. That's 5 o'clock. That is in 4 hours. I'm not sure my little Cessna would get from Barton to, was it somewhere in Italy? Or wherever it is, it's nearly 800 miles away. I don't think it'd make that in that time. And if you get this wrong, if you accept the job and you fail to deliver it all before the time runs out, you get fined. So it's not worth that risk. Let's start just scrolling back a little bit more and see what else we get. Okay, a couple more jobs just come in there. Oh, this might work. What job's this? Cabbages from Northfield Airfield up to Inverness. And that lasts until tomorrow morning, so we've got until tomorrow morning to do that. That might work. What do you think? We'll have a look at some other ones, but the distance is only 379 miles. So that's fine. I think we could make this work, and that gives us a payout of 17 grand. There's obviously expenses to factor into that, but let's decline that for now. Decline doesn't erase it; it just says not yet. Or what's this one up here? We would have to go to the Outer Hebrides for that. That is a slightly bigger payout. No, that ends in 2 hours. That's not worth the risk. So the other thing we could do then, that's just going on max payouts. Let's have a look at all the jobs, but let's just reduce the distance. So there's a 50, some of them are really, really short. So we're here at the minute. I mean, you can then try and link some together. So we could try and do this one. We could then fly here, do that one, then fly here and do that one. So you're building up just little short hops if you want to work it that way. So that's a payout of 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be honest with you, we're not going to make much money on that. That's a payout of £480. No, we're not going to make any money on that one either. And that's a payout of £708. Hey Steve, good to see you, mate. How you doing? You have to have delivered all your cargo before expiry, Horo. So yeah. Christian. Hey, Christian, how you doing, my friend? Celebrating 63 months of channel membership. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Christian, for that. Any route that sends your kids to Madagascar? Great question. No. Once you buy bigger aircraft, then longer routes, global routes work to you. At the moment, every airport code that you see on screen has got a cargo mission attached to it. So, I mean, we could have a look. There, not that one. That one's on there just because that's where we're based. So, see, you can take bigger ones, but see, that is 34 miles, which is very quick to do, and it's a payout of £3,758. That is great. But the weight is nearly a ton. I don't know if we've got the payload of 172. If we'd have chosen the Caravan, I know that would have worked. And that would have been fine. So we might have to make multiple trips with this. But we could do it. It's only 34 miles, so it's not going to take very long. Hey Sam. So this is a little game app that I've written and created in the last week. Something to keep me entertained when I'm at my girls' swimming lessons and gymnastics classes. So basically, we have a plane, we have missions, and we have to decide and then fly these missions. All done in real time. And then if you earn enough money, you can buy more planes, hire a pilot to do the same. So should we try and do this one? What do you reckon? Any thoughts? What's that one? We're not going to be able to carry 1,200 kilograms in one go. Or there was this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and oh no, the payouts were very low. The payouts were too low. We either go then. Alright, are we going for several shorter trips and smaller payouts, or do we go for one big payout? I'll leave that to you guys to decide. How are we doing with the giveaway? Did we start the giveaway? Right, we need to do that. Alright, so we've got a £10 Contrail store voucher giveaway running now. So enter that if you wish.
Understood, Captain. We'll bring some champagne for at Stondon. 555 now.
Who's ordering champagne to the flight deck? That's a really bad idea. So this is what I mean about GFX and the contrails that we've now got. So who is that? Is that someone flying with us to Minneapolis? It's 2,000 feet above us. I don't know who it is. What's our arrival time looking like? That's 7 PM, isn't it? Local time. Oh, we might just get in before the World Cup starts. That is brilliant. Okay, raffle is running.
Understood, Captain. We'll bring a cup of tea to the flight deck now. request for a Contrail Mavoro, 8,691.
I'm just going through all these questions that you guys have asked the crew.
Understood, Captain. We'll bring more food to the flight deck now.
Felix, are you ordering food to the flight deck again? Sam says, be interesting to see what happens to some games if the weather gets really bad out there. We'll be watching games at like 4 AM BST. Well, is it Scotland that have got a 2 AM kickoff time? I think it is, isn't it?
Captain, we have a message from at Boeing 464. Let's hope there are no big holds at KMSP.
Oh, Nick, you are correct. I would imagine today is probably a day lots of guys want to fly into that airport for obvious reasons, and why not? And why not? Right, do you know what? Let's... I'm going to do this short hop. I think this is a decent payout. So, £3,758, or dollars. Let's accept that contract. That is open... Oh, we've got to be done by 5 o'clock, though. Otherwise we'll get penalised. Alright, so the cargo is now waiting. We need to send our aircraft to EGXW. So, click on the aircraft, route the airframe, EGXW. That is going to cost us £358. There is a small bug here that I need to fix. So the pilot and crew salary for this should be 0 because we're flying it. If it's your airline, your company, then I'm going to make that so that is free. So realistically, that would cost us a lot less. Okay, and that's going to take us 35 minutes to get there, so we'll confirm and dispatch. Off it goes. If we zoom in, that should now be on its way to that airport where there is cargo waiting for us. So, yeah. We'll check back on that in a few minutes.
Not clear what you said. Say again.
I said nothing. And... it should tell us on here. Oh, there we go. We've got a countdown. So it should have landed about 34, 35 minutes. It's en route. So we'll check back on that a little bit later on and see if we can, we'll load the cargo and get it underway with its first mission. See how much money we can make.
At Res Almar, 3,397. Consider it done. Your 500 cigarettes will be ready in no time. Captain, here is your food. Enjoy.
Resumar's just ordered 500 cigarettes. That's ridiculous. Or are you going to be selling them a little bit later on? Hold on, what team am I supporting in the World Cup? Well, it has to be. England, doesn't it? Has to be England. I like to support a different team for every single match. That's what you got to do. So tonight the first match is Mexico and South Africa. I've got family in Mexico, so that's going to be it.
Not clear what you said. Say again.
Don't know what that was. Casey, what is this Sky Hustle? Is it any different to New Sky? Yeah, very different. It's nothing to do with the flight sim. Nothing to do at all with the flight sim. This is just an app for your phone or your tablet, and it's a game. It's where you have an aircraft, you can buy more aircraft, you accept jobs, you then have to send your aircraft to pick up the cargo and then deliver it before the job expires. Otherwise you get fined, and if you go bankrupt you lose the game. That's it, game over. You have to start all over again. So yeah, that's it. It's nothing to do with Microsoft Flight Simulator or any other simulator. It's completely separate. At the moment I've just called it Sky Hustle. I'm open to suggestions for a much better name. Sam, do we think either Spain or France will win the World Cup? Oh, sorry, he says, I do think either Spain or France will win the World Cup, but I've got a feeling an African team could go quite far and surprise everybody. I want to see how Cape Verde do. There's lots of sort of different opinions on the World Cup, isn't there, this year, because there's teams in it that, let's be honest, they shouldn't be in here. They really shouldn't. Felix, can you use the Rex Contrail voucher to buy Atmos? Yes, you can. Yes, I'm sure you can. So yeah. So yeah, is it? Oh, go on. You guys probably know more than I do. What are some of the teams that we think probably, had it been a normal World Cup, aka not in the USA, and open to 46 teams or something like that, would never really have stood a chance or got in? Because I think Cape Verde, they'd have never got in. Haiti, are they in as well? I mean, I look at Cape Verde and I think we've got towns over here with a bigger population than there. But I do like an underdog. So I really do like an underdog. Sam, Canada. Well, Canada are obviously in it because they're hosting it, aren't they? And the hosts are always in it. So the three hosts, we've got Mexico, America and Canada. Be interested to see how Canada do. So, yeah. Yeah, Mike, and that's what I'm hoping for. Mike says it's just like the FA Cup. You get some giant killers in there. And I'm hoping that's what happens. So, who's Cape Verde's first game against? Because it would be wild if they won it. That would be absolutely fantastic if they won it.
Delta 9er, Dark Furry F9er F says, you are not cleared past Atari until 13 then 05Z, flight level 360 Mach 85.
I'm not sure what Mach we're doing. We're doing Mach 81 at the minute.
Atari until 1305 Zulu, flight level 360 Mach 85, Delta 9er.
Uh, 1305 Zulu. Screw that, Doc. I need to get to America. We only been airborne for an hour and 12 minutes. Really? I mean, I think we're going to be at Atari at 12:41, to be honest. Sammy, is that right? Is Cape Verde's first game against Spain? Oh no. That's surely not. That's unfair. It might just be the biggest win in World Cup finals history, that. What is the biggest win in World Cup finals history at the minute? Someone can Google that.
Delta 9er, contact Shanwick Oceanic on 127.65, squawk 2000.
Contacting Shanwick Oceanic on 127.65, squawk 2000, Delta 9er.
So, beyond ATC, we're squawking 2000 anyway.
Good afternoon, maintaining flight level 360.
Hey, you're Sims EFI. Hope you're doing well. I'm not at the expo tomorrow, sadly.
Oceanic departure identified. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Dark, I'm not going back to Vega. It scares me. Or Unalaska, whatever the heck that place was called.
Captain, we have a message from @Gav722. G'day, mate.
Well, it's a bit late. I think he's gone to bed. He's asleep now. Christian, thank you for confirming that. So the biggest scoreline, well, not the biggest scoreline, but the heaviest defeat then, or biggest win in the World Cup finals, 10-1, Hungary against El Salvador. I don't even know who won that, Hungary or El Salvador. I can't pick that out. Did Hungary win that, 10-1? Yeah, Doc, where's your flight request? I remember we did the flight to Dubai, didn't we, in the A350 when that first came out from Edinburgh. I know we did that one. What else were we waiting for? No, so it was Hungary then, Christian, that won that in 1982. Sam says, I have a feeling that the World Cup group stages will replace with a league-style phase like the Champions League. I hope not. I love the World Cup. I am gutted about the times. I've told my wife, because she's a midwife, so sometimes she has to work night shifts. I've said to her, over this next 5 weeks, you put in for as many night shifts as you want, because I'll stay up throughout the night, and then I'll just sleep during the day whilst you're asleep, and we'll just go nocturnal for 4 or 5 weeks. Aviator, I don't use a 3090, I've got a 3060, so I don't know if anyone else in the chat has got a 3090. Oh, Dark, was that you that requested Unalaska? Alright, we're going to have to find time to do that. Peter ATCO is in the chat. Good afternoon, Peter, on this... Well, thankfully the weather's much better now we're over the Atlantic, but it was absolutely awful in Heathrow. How long to go in the raffle? There is 5 minutes left, and that's for our first voucher.
Understood, Captain. I will check on that for @Heclac 8241.
Captain, we have a message from Boeing 464. Did you remember to close the doors?
Did I remember to close? I think we'd have some warnings by now if we hadn't. Why am I even looking? I'm not gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna look. Yeah, they're closed and armed. It's fine. Look at that EFOB. That's gone up as well. We said that hopefully would happen, and indeed it has. Hey, Aviator. From Bern in Switzerland. Hope you're doing well. There's a lot of high cloud, isn't there, at the minute? I don't like this. I wanted to look down and just see the beautiful blue ocean beneath us. No one's going to be looking out the windows on this flight. They're all going to be sat. They're all going to be sat watching their movies. Mike says you should try Australia for antisocial match times. It might. I mean, it's probably not going to be too bad for them, is it? This one. Is that right? Sam says some interesting news. Apparently Aerosoft have pulled out of development of Charles de Gaulle. Yeah, weren't they building one of their mega airports or something like that? Oh, that's annoying. We need a good Charles de Gaulle. Is there another Charles de Gaulle available? I know it's handcrafted, isn't it? In the sim. Right, so I'm just going through all these messages now as we're playing around with the SayIntentions things. So I'm just going to try and make this a little more realistic. Let's have a quick look I'm going to turn some of these off. So, like, whoever's sending food to the sending food to the flight deck, we need to stop that. So we can turn. I'm just turning some of these off so they won't work. No one's tried the tour guide yet, I don't think. I'm not quite sure what the tour guide would do, because I'm not even sure the tour guide is operational. We don't have a tour guide over the Atlantic. What's she going to tell us? Right, so I have now just played around with what messages you guys can and can't send. So you can still request food and snacks and things from the crew. You can ask the crew to deliver a message to the pilot. You can also ask the tour guide questions, if we have one. You can also announce the most recent followers. Although I think that's a Twitch thing. So I'm now just clearing out all the message requests, so I've actually got that set up right. So hopefully now any messages that are sent through should actually be a bit more realistic. Oh, right then. So whilst I was doing that, the legend that is Peter, ATCO, has just gifted 10 EasyJet Sim Pilot memberships into the chat. Our first 10 new members of our Transatlantic 60k FSExpo special, that's a mouthful, today. Peter, mate, thank you so much, and it's great that you're here. Middle of the afternoon, I'm guessing you've got a day off, but that is amazing. Thank you so much. And congratulations to our new channel members. We have David, Lee, Yosim CFI, Oscar, Craig, Andrew Brown, Jason Terry, Peter Plains, Rodrigo, Jamie Grant, and Twest2359. Guys, the chat is green. Well done. Thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate that, and very generous of you as always, Peter. Right, the raffle is entered. So on that note, let's give away a code. A Contrail discount code. So again, you just need to get in touch with me for this, either via Discord or via email. And our first winner of that, 1 minute. The winner of the £10 discount code is Fix. But it's not Jayhawk. It's Mr. Dark Fury. Congratulations, Dark. Oh, why is it saying tour guide is disabled for you, Dark, as well? Let me see if I can fix that. Sam says, going to call it now. IniBuilds will announce Charles de Gaulle now that Aerosoft have pulled out. They're going to announce it at FSExpo. Oh no, tour guide is still working, Dark. You basically have to send a request to the tour guide. So it's !tour guide and then your request with no exclamation marks. J-Hog, did you actually think you'd won? I bet you did. Peter, is the GoFundMe, is it actually still running that? Because I'm assuming, is it still running? I just thought they'd have to stop it so that you could, you two could actually sort it. But if that's still running, we'll give that another push on the Discord server. Everyone thought J-Hog had won that. Not this time. Not this time. J-Hog says must be due a win, chase plane will be fine. I'm not giving away chase plane, unless you can get that on the Contrail store, in which case obviously you can just then spend it on that. Why is this flashing? Didn't like that. Oscar, is the crew not working as well? Right, I think this, you've got to be very careful how you do this. So let me try it. You can try the crew. Try the crew again now. See if that works. We're still obviously playing with this. How's my plane doing anyway? Is my aircraft at its destination yet? Nope. Not yet. 15 minutes to go. It's still en route. Who is it? Cole Aston it's going to. We'll keep an eye on that in a bit. Just looking at the tour guide request that you've just done. Send request to tour guide. No, that should be enabled as well, Dark. I don't know why that's not working. Something's broken. I might just have to turn them all back on again. So at the moment, all the crew requests should work. The tour guide request to send a request to the tour guide should work. The snack should work as well. So yeah, all of those should work. Hey Ferez, long time no see as well. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Says he's flying Phoenix now from Basel to Nantes, and then we'll continue to Lyon and Manchester. You've got to end up back in Basel though. That's the base. So EasyJet planes, they always normally return back to their base.
Understood, Captain. I'll check on that request for an Oscar B-15.
Oh, some of those requests are coming through.
At Oscar 15, perfect timing. I'll get that baguette ready for you right now.
French baguette? No, we're on a Delta aircraft. American baguette. It'll be huge. Dark, let me see if we can get the tour guide working again, because we've not actually tried the tour guide out, have we? So try that. I think tour guide should be working again now. Sam, have I tried Orbx's Atlanta? I have not, actually. Dark, interesting facts about where we are now. We're in the middle of the bloody Atlantic. What's interesting? Literally, there's nothing there except water. I think. Peter, this is very true. Yeah, absolutely spot on. Say, in real life, Delta actually fly the A330-900, the Neos, on this flight. But I wanted to fly this aircraft just because I thought it's got a better flight deck.
Understood, Captain. We'll bring apple juice to the flight deck now.
Yeah, I don't really understand that crew request. Who's just asked for a who's just asked for an apple juice? I think you need to use the snack one for that, I think, because the crew requests are basically I don't know, it's kind of like you're asking me to ask the flight crew for things, which doesn't make sense. So Oscar, you've just said, can I fly the plane please? I'm not sure that's gonna end well.
Captain. I'll let it Oscar 15 know that flying the plane isn't an option.
Well, he's absolutely right. Flying the plane is definitely not an option. Still looking at our time here. This is looking good for our 8 PM kickoff. Right, what's happening weather-wise then at the moment in Minneapolis? We have got winds are variable. 10 kilometers. So, yeah, all is looking absolutely fine. Not concerned about that at all.
Understood, Captain. I'll check on that request for Atsyandan, 555.
Right, so I think the snacks ones are the questions you guys are. So the snack code request, that is the one that has you speaking to the cabin crew, which is more realistic than speaking to the pilot. So that's the one we definitely need to leave turned on. Oscar, I'm not accepting that request, mate. I've just seen what that is.
At Nyoko-chan, my pleasure. Your may I have some soft pretzels? Order is now in progress. Captain, here's your apple juice. Let me know if you need anything else.
Dark, does Nota Repro also provide ATIS for American airports? Not yet. I have looked into that. And it's just working out where I can get it from. There's loads of websites you can obviously get it from, but in terms of an actual active API, I couldn't find one of those.
Understood, Captain. I'll pass that message along to it. Oscar 15.
I think we are now at Itari. There we are. That is our current location. We haven't got very far, have we? We've got a long way to go. Hey, Football Mad Gamer, is this the A330? Yeah, this is the IniBuilds Airbus A330, default to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and we are trying to get into Minneapolis for the FSExpo before the first match of the World Cup. And that is an 8 PM kickoff, 1700 Zulu, which I think, fingers crossed, we're going to make. I'm not sure how we're going to make that, because we set off local time. We set off about 20 past 12 local time, I think. And I'm sure the flight time was like 8 hours, 20 minutes. Rosterman, will SayIntentions notify you when you enter vaccine controlled airspace? Yes, it does. It does. Right, so we have been playing around with SayIntentions for a while. Let's give a SayIntentions giveaway away. So we are going to... We're going to give away a 1-month subscription to SayIntentions. So it'll be a 30-day SayIntentions winner. Let me just set that up now then. And that is the full SayIntentions ATC suite. So you get all the cabin crew, you get the air traffic control, you get the missions, all the ground crew, everything. So if you haven't got it yet, or you've only got Entourage or something like that, then you can obviously experience what it's like side by side, flying on the VATSIM network as well. And that should work for you. So let's set that going, shall we? Where's it gone? Oh, there we go. Right. That has just been launched, and that'll go for the next 20 minutes or so. Right, has my plane landed yet? Nope, it's not there just yet. It's landing in RAF Waddington. So just whilst we're doing that giveaway, a big shout out to SayIntentions for helping sponsor our special stream today. Hey, El Bapino. Try that again. El Bapino. It has been a long time. I'm very well. Thank you for coming in and saying hi to us. Remember as well, of course, guys, if you are into plane spotting, you can check out the JetLog app. That is this. Pokemon for planes. Tick off the aircraft that you've seen by spotting them in the app. Build up your logbook and see if you can complete an airline or even an airline's fleet. I'm very close to completing all of British Airways' Embraers, which they use on the smaller shuttle flights. We've also got our discount code from the Contrail store, and of course, not forgetting IniBuilds, our official channel partner as well. There is a IniBuilds affiliate link in the video description down below. Check that out if you're buying anything from IniBuilds or wanting scenery from them, aircraft from them. It's an affiliate link, so using that link to purchase your IniBuilds items does help support the channel as well. So a massive thank you to you guys for that. Just looking if we could see a Contrail. It said there was an aircraft nearby, but it's just gone past us actually. So as they're now crossing the Atlantic, I'm going to get the waypoints on screen. It's just so we've got an idea now of where we are. You can see sort of the grid pattern. Sammy, you never use JetLog, is it similar to Flightradar 24? Yes, it is. It's not a flight tracker. I will not give it that title. It's certainly not a flight tracker. Because whilst it does... in fact, I've even got it installed. Have I got a Windows version installed on here just to show you? 1 minute. I'm just having a quick look. Oh, I've got an old version installed, so this might work. Yeah, so this is it. So it's a bit like Flightradar 24 in that, yes, it does have a the live map, and basically, what you do is if I just clear out the logbook, unspot aircraft. What it allows you to do is then, if you like plane spotting, this is definitely the app for you. So quite often if I'm outside, again, it's just I built this actually for my son. He loves spotting aircraft, and then I've kind of got in that with him. But yeah, basically if you're outside, or if you see an aircraft passing overhead, Contrail or whatever, then you can basically see it, mark it as spotted. It will then tell you how much of their fleet you've seen. The database is updated every couple of weeks to keep it accurate. I'm wondering actually, is our aircraft actually flying now? I think it should be departing in real life. Is Delta 9 actually, is it not flying at the minute? Or if it's over the ocean, it might not be picked up, because this doesn't have satellite tracking. This is just ADS-B receivers. So yeah. The previous giveaway was run by Dark Fury. What's that? That looks big. Oh, it's 777. Yeah, it's huge. But yeah, then you get information about it, obviously, and such. But then in your actual logbook, you can either have it as detailed or simple, and you can then export your logbook as well via PDF, or if you want a spreadsheet. You can also, as well, if you use Flight Radar 24, if you take screenshots of Flight Radar 24 of like the aircraft that you've seen, you can actually import them in to JetLog as well. So you can import FR24 screenshots. It will read the registrations on that page and add them to your logbook as well. So it's just a neat little thing to do if you spot aircraft. Give you something to do. Alright, close that down now. Is my plane landed yet? Ah, I think it's actually landed. Yes, so now what we do, this is going back to our Sky Hustle little game. So we've now landed at the airport where the cargo is. So we're going to load the cargo. Right, oh dear. So we only went for the 172, didn't we? We should have gone for the Caravan. So available fleet capacity. We can only carry 289 kilograms. And we've got nearly, oh, we're going to have to make several trips. So we're going to load that all in. We'll send the airframe to EGCA, which is where we need to go. This is not going to make us any money. This is going to cost us money. This is going to cost us a fortune. Blinkers, so on JetLog, there is basically, you can use everything in JetLog. It's free to download, use, and there's nothing behind the paywall, etc. If you upgrade, though, you can spot more aircraft, so it is limited in your logbook with regards to how many aircraft you can spot. You need to subscribe to Premium, and that is basically because it actually costs me money to run it. There's API calls, all the data for the schedules and stuff like that. It does cost me money to run it, so I just need to try and cover those costs, basically. We're going to lose money on this, and that is because of the bug that I'm not fixed yet. The amount of money it costs. If I was flying this myself, the landing fees are okay, but you can see now there's still another 706 tons of cargo left here because we can't put it all in our little Cessna 172. Though we should have just gone for a smaller payload. We should have gone for a bigger aircraft. That's what we should have done.
At Oscar B-15, my pleasure. Do the finest fish and chips, please, and some water, especially. Atlantic seawater order now in progress.
Who's ordering fish and chips on an American airline? With AI pilots, no mate. The AI pilots, they will just do what you tell them to. You're the boss. You're the boss. Yeah, Premium basically just gives you unlimited spots. I think I've got like 2,500 in my app. But I don't know. I can't remember what I've got, but I've got a fair few.
on the previous giveaway winner for Poncho Mavoro, 8,691.
Do you remember how busy the skies were at Heathrow? There is nothing around us now. Nada. So at the moment we've got a giveaway running, and that is for a SayIntentions 1 month subscription. That is open for another 10 minutes. I really don't like the terrain on this thing. I'll just turn that off, I think. And then we've got no weather around us, which is good. Nick, I've just seen what you've typed into that.
Captain, we have a message from at BAW 464. Can we open a window, please? There's a strong smell of fish and chips in the cabin.
Of course, Nick. No problem. JH Phoenix official, no, I can't get EasyJet across the pond. Can you imagine if they did it? If they ever do it, if EasyJet ever cross the pond, I will do my damnedest to make sure that we live stream that in real time, live with the real flight that does it, the very first one. Colin says only 6 months to the next EasyJet Lapland stream. Oh god. That seems like forever away.
At Rostaman Faux Show, coming up, I'll get that. Please send a dozen Cornish pasties to the flight deck to sweeten my raffle chances. Sorted for you right away.
Oh, I cannot be bribed for the raffle? Oscar says, tell Nick to leave my fish and chips alone. You're making me hungry now, guys. You're making me hungry. Ferris, what flight would make sense for EasyJet to actually cross the pond? Oh, you've got to look at places like New York, haven't you? I mean, it's right on the coast. It's a massive tourist place. So yeah, it's a massive tourist place. I can't think really of anywhere else that would make sense. They haven't actually got any aircraft that could make that trip at the minute. I mean, they've got 321 Neos, haven't they? I don't know if they've got this. I don't think they've got the additional centre tanks in though. I would need to double check. Interestingly enough, when I was picking this flight to do today as well, one of the I had a couple of options. I could have flown from Heathrow, or I could have flown from Dublin, which is obviously a bit closer to the UK. There were a couple of options from Dublin. We could have done another Delta flight. They fly this aircraft actually. I think it's the 330-300. But also, and I did think about this, Aer Lingus fly their A321s. They fly their A321s to Minneapolis. I thought we could cross the pond in a little A321, but then I thought, no, let's do Heathrow. Let's do it on a bigger jet. For a plane, for a change.
Understood, Captain. I'll let at Oscar 15 know about the buttery landing request.
I still think you guys aren't quite getting how this is working. I'm trying to work it out as well, so... If you use crew request... I think... I don't know. No, I can't work it out because some of the messages that are coming out here are sound as low as they're coming out from me, and that's not right. Ferris says it's also nice to see some day streams finally in the channel after all those winter night stops. I know, I'm doing my best to try and get day streams in because I think arguably they could be more popular than the night ones, particularly in the summer. There's more people sat around pretending to work from home. How long have we got left on the giveaway? We have got... Oh, only 4 minutes. 4 minutes to get your entries in if you want to try and win a copy of SayIntentions. Blinker says, just want to say, give me an option to watch 10 ads for a week of premium JetLog. The problem is, I've not actually looked into this, but I think with the adverts on sort of like Google Play stuff, the developers get pennies, literally pennies. You need 100,000 people watching that ad to make it worthwhile. Rossman says the 3 lines look really strong for this World Cup. Someone else was saying that this morning on the radio. I'm like, really? I'm not even sure I recognise half the England team at the minute.
Understood, Captain. I'll check on the request to open the window and address the smell in the cabin. Understood, Captain. I'll let it be AWO 464. Know to leave at Oscar B15 and fish and chips alone.
Yeah, these crew requests aren't working. The cabin crew shouldn't be then coming to me about them. They should be coming to you about them. I'm just trying to work out how that works. I might have to speak to SayIntentions and just ask them to clarify a couple of things. Yeah, Rossman, they're probably the 4 that I know. Kane, Stones, Bellman, and Rice. Who else is there? Ferris, if someone wins the giveaway and doesn't react in the chat, are we going to re-roll? No, they've got 24 hours, and then that's just fair. People could watch back a little bit later on. So I'm just looking at the time. Pretty soon, we are going to disappear. The stream will stop. The flight will carry on, and then we're going to come back to it this evening. I need to work out what time actually. That way, you guys all know because you've been here for the departure. You want to see the landing. How's my little plane doing? He's on his way. It's going to cost us a load of money. This isn't going to work. Let's have a look at the finances at the minute. How much is this job going to pay out? Because this is going to cost us about 320 quid a time. And we are going to have to make... I'm going to have to make like 4 trips, I think. Maybe 5 trips. Oh, we might make a bit of money then. Not much, but a little bit of money. J-Hog, no reroll needed, I'm here. Yeah, alright, J-Hog. Yeah, so if we're going to land at 18 UTC. We're probably going to run back. Oh, hang on, I'm working this the wrong way round. That's not good. 8 UTC. That's 9 o'clock here. No! Right. Oh, we really need to burn rubber. Oh, guys, I'm devastated. Why did no one pick up on this? I'm saying, oh, it's okay. We're going to be there at like 7 o'clock local time. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to be there at 9 o'clock local time. That's no good. Oh, this is why I don't like British summertime. Stupid thing. When the stream stops, I might just increase the sim rate. Get us in before the match finishes. How do we even do that? I've never used it. The only time I've ever used it is in the A340 and the PMGG 777 because it's got that feature built into it, isn't it? Right, the raffle has ended, so we're going to pick a winner. This is for 1 month of SayIntentions access. Again, you need to contact me on Discord or drop me an email. I think whoever wins this, you're going to love SayIntentions, and it's the full suite as well. So the winner of SayIntentions 1 month is... It's Nick! Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Have you not got SayIntentions? Nick says we've sent a message to the referee to see if he can delay kickoff for you. I heard something ridiculous. Someone was telling me earlier that President Trump was going to initiate the kickoff. Like, surely not. We don't talk about politics on this channel, but dear Lord. Oh, well, Nick, there you are. Now you do. You're going to be able to enjoy it for a month. So most of our giveaways, I think, we will probably do when we come back. What have we got left? We've got another 4 Contrail gift cards to give away. We've got another couple of 1 month SayIntentions to give away, and then we've got the big one, the full year's access to SayIntentions. Rasmus says he ain't going down to Mexico. That is a fair point. But there was the referee as well that they weren't letting in. And isn't there like an entire football team? Is it the Iranian football team? Are they not allowed to stop in America? They have to stop in either Canada or Mexico and then just cross the border on the day or something. That's ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. Okay, we're going to run... try that again. We are going to run one more giveaway before we're going to leave the stream and come back this evening. So we have got another Contrail store voucher. So that is running now. Another €10 Contrail store voucher. And that's open now. Right, I'm literally pushing this to its max, and I'm not seeing UTC go down very much, if at all. That's not good. The 98 knot headwind is not helping us. Have we got any less winds anywhere? Let's have a look. So what we got? We are so 58.30. Let's have a look. Just trying to look at the general winds. Doesn't actually look much better anywhere. They're all pretty much the same once we get halfway across the Atlantic. It's a little bit less here though. Can we get up to flight level? Can we get up to flight level 40? Not quite. We can get 380. We might do that. Should we go flight level 380? Because I think it is a little bit better for us up there. Okay, so thrust climb, open climb, and 380 below. New cruise altitude 380 is confirmed. Let's try that. Luke, it gives some people 2 tickets. Those are the channel members. Channel members get 2 tickets per entry as a thank you for being a channel member. So I'm hoping we'll get up there and we'll just increase a little bit of speed. Might be able to push. Not sure if I can push an extra Mach number out of that. See, this is why. This is the only time Boeing's better. They can fly faster. Hey, Airnaut, mate. Good afternoon to you. Hope you've had a good stream today. Says, congrats on the 60k. Have a good flight. See you in Bristol. Oh, yeah. We've not even spoke about that yet. UK getting its own Flight Sim Expo. That is amazing. I hadn't mentioned it yet because I've not booked my hotel yet and I didn't want all the prices to shoot up. Thanks for that. No, obviously a quick video went out on it yesterday. We want to make this as big as possible. Flight simming in the UK is probably one of the biggest countries that does flight simming. Obviously America's huge. We have the one in mainland Europe, the FS weekend in the Netherlands. But we haven't had one in the UK for absolutely ages, and we've got that chance now. We have it happening this year, 10th, 11th of October, down in Bristol, under Concorde. Absolutely amazing. Team Travel Lodge. I prefer Premier Inn, usually because there's a bar on site. That wind is dropping, look. Look. The wind is dropping ever so slightly. The time has increased, but that's because we're climbing at the minute.
At Oscar 15 on it, your foot-long hot dog with the biggest size Mountain Dew. Please, I'm hungry still, is being prepared as we speak.
Oscar says it's very cloudy in northeast Canada, by the way. Well, at the moment, not that we can see anything. There's nothing to see. You sat over the ocean. But yeah, how's the little plane doing? Oh, I think it's about to land. So we've delivered. Have we delivered the first package? We have, which means though we've got 2 hours and 47 minutes left to get the rest of it there. So we need to turn our plane around and go back. So back you go to Echo Golf X-Ray Whiskey. Ooh. Off you go. That shouldn't take too long. It's not. It's like a 17-minute journey either way. Yeah, and I work away as well a certain time of year, and you're quite right. I like Premier Inns because you know what you're getting every single time. They're all exactly the same, and I like that. Jayhog, Yorkshire on tour to Bristol. It was interesting, we were chatting about how to actually get there. So train, plane, car. Everyone's whinging about the train, saying the train is just not the way to do it. And I joked that it is probably cheaper to fly into Bristol Airport than get the train from some places in the UK. Sadly, that is true. I don't think... Do EasyJet do Manchester to Bristol? I don't think they do. But... I bet it is cheaper to fly into Bristol. It would not surprise me one bit. I love travelling on the train. It's really nice. Car is obviously probably the best bet. But I like travelling on the train just because you can sit and do nothing. You can just sit, chill, and not have to worry about anything. Once you're on the train. Prior to getting on the train, you're actually worrying about the train turning up. Jamie says he had to get from London to Manchester and it was faster than coach and cheaper than train. What flying was? Yeah, definitely. Class, is your app going to be called Limited Cargo? I don't know, we need something that sort of suggests piloting, airline, cargo operations. I mean, it's not just cargo, there are some passenger operations as well. But yeah, Sky Hustle does sound a bit drug runnerish, as someone pointed out a little bit earlier on. Jayhawk says Dark looked into going via Dublin. The wait is a 4-hour wait, and it's also Ryanair. Well, apart from the Ryanair, I don't mind the 4-hour wait. I'm quite happy to go plane spotting around Dublin. It doesn't bother me one bit, that. Oh, I'm just reading on Discord now about Aerosoft actually sort of, yeah, they've cancelled the Charles de Gaulle situation. That's a shame. How long have we got on our last giveaway of the first part of our flight today? 10 minutes for the £10 gift voucher. It's not £10, it's €10, but €10 gift voucher. Right. We should be at flight level 380 now. Very confused. Can someone explain to me why we are only just reaching 30,000 feet? What the heck happened to our aeroplane? This is not good. Surely we were not cruising along at 28,000 feet. That can't have been right. Or 26,000 feet, sorry. Guys, I need someone to rewind on the live stream. Go back about 30 minutes. See if you can see what altitude we were at. We should have been at 36,000 feet. I'm sure we were at 36,000 feet. And then we just pulled to 38,000 feet. And somehow, something has gone very wrong somewhere. We've lost 10,000 feet. What the hell's happened here? That's ridiculous. Just going to wind the speed back a little bit so we can climb faster. Get up to 38. Have we just had a bug where we've just lost 10,000 feet? Or were we actually flying across the Atlantic at 26,000 feet? Because if that is the case, why didn't we notice? I called out the FMAs. 360 blue. I'm now very concerned. So, Sasa says we were at 36. Nick says we were at 36. So why on earth are we now at 32? We haven't gone down. Anna also says we're at 36. Well, I'm glad about that. It means that I didn't massively screw up. That's insane. Jayhawk says we'll get there for the 2 AM kickoff. Airbus Virtual Pilot, glitch in the Matrix, definitely. Dark says return to Shannon. We're not doing that. We will make it to the expo. This says it's going to take me 60 miles to get up to flight level 380. I blooming hope not. Blinker also rewound said 7 minutes ago we were at 360. Yeah, we've just lost 10,000 feet randomly. No idea how that's happened. Did the overhead? Obviously, if we're not always looking at the display, I presume the overhead up here will have told us the altitude, won't it? So you'll be able to rewind, see when it dropped randomly. How strange. How annoying and how strange. Right, we'll keep a close eye on that now. Nick says, was it when we opened the window? Alright, serious question, guys. I really want to get in for the start of the World Cup. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to cheat. I am going to have to cheat. We'll do this off stream. And I'll just nip off VATSIM for a moment while we do it, obviously, to stay legal. So, because we're going to land an hour after kickoff at this time. And that's no good. So, I'm thinking, how do we actually increase the speed of the sim rate? Because you can go twice the speed, can't you? And I'll just do that for a little bit. Yeah, no, the World Cup kicks off today. Kicks off today at 8 o'clock UK time. And we wanted to be in Minneapolis for that because I really want to watch the first game. I love the World Cup. Years gone by, I watched every single game. Yeah, Nick, that's my plan, to increase the sim rate a little bit off stream when we go. Sasha's, could the flight plan have said 28? Nah, even if it did, I wasn't in manage mode, so... No, FMAs wouldn't have... would have seen the FMAs change. Or change the winds in Sim Off Stream. Give us a bit of a... That's a great idea. It'll probably crash the aircraft though if I do that. Just like give us a 300 knot tailwind. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. What is even the command to increase the sim rate? I have no idea how to increase the sim rate because I've never ever done it. As I say, aside from in the PMDG 777 and the A340 that Aerosoft and Torlis brought out, and that worked incredibly well. Blinker says there is a keybind, but you won't know what speed you're at. That doesn't bother me, to be fair, because as soon as I see this drop to about 1930, then I'd stop it, and then we should get in just before World Cup time. Sasha, we tried, well, a couple of things. Yeah, I did start a bit late. And two, we got held on the ground because there was British Airways behind us that didn't know how to push back. And yeah, it just took us absolutely ages. Yeah, Rossman, I'd come off fat sim for that. I'm pretty certain, Dark, there's no sim rate options in the AFB for this. There is in the Phoenix, I've never used that. But yeah, I'm almost certain there's nothing in this. You just literally have to increase the sim rate somehow. I might have a playoff stream 2 minutes before the last giveaway of our morning stream, and then I'm going to go sort some stuff out. We will return for our evening stream, hopefully still in the air, and with a successful UTC that allows us to be in the bar for kickoff. Jean K says you can always check how fast the sim rate is on the Microsoft Flight Simulator EFB. Route, then time above it. You let it play and see how it goes. I mean, I would imagine you'd just see this increase, would you not? Because UTC would increase. We might have to play in the Microsoft Flight Sim developer settings. We will have a play. Right, we're finally at flight level. Look, now we're now at flight level 360 again. This is literally taking us forever to get up there. Oh, what's going on with that? 30 seconds for the giveaway if you want to try to win a Contrail store gift voucher. Sasha says R and Control speeds it up. I will double check what I've got my keybound set to, because I did clear a lot of them out because they kept annoying me. Means I'll probably catch Dark Fury up. Right, the raffle is closed. We'll sort that out in a minute. Why is this jet not climbing? 380 should be absolutely fine for this. Right, let's draw the raffle then and pick the winner. So this is another Contrail gift voucher. Again, just get in touch with me on Discord or on via email. And the winner of this is Patchman Havhoro 6891. Well done, Pancho. So we've got another 3 of those to give away a little bit later on. We've got another 2 one-month subscriptions to SayIntentions, and then we've got an annual subscription to SayIntentions. That's the wrong word, isn't it? An annual free subscription to SayIntentions, I should say. Yeah, I don't want to crash the game either, Sasha. That would be annoying. Jean Wood says, something happened when you were talking about it being cloudy over Canada. The climb went into a descent. Well, maybe that was just clear air turbulence and we never noticed. Which is really bad, isn't it? Sam, it shouldn't have, there shouldn't be any problem with the speed. This is where people use the wrong modes. So what should happen is, because we used open climb, you never need to worry about the speed, because although we have got it set to, we did have it set to, could it have been because we had it in open climb at Mach 8.2? I'm not sure. Maybe. We'll never know. Horo, you just need to contact me on Discord or via email, and we'll get that sorted for you. Ah, right, our plane's here ready for the next load. Oh no, it's not, it's about to land. Any second now. We've still got cargo to go, so we'll do that now. Load the full block and roach you back to EGCA. 17 minutes. Go. Keybind conflict? Maybe, air not. Maybe. We're nearly at cruise anyway. Right, we'll get to cruise. And then I shall bid you all farewell. I'll have a play around with the sim rate. If I can get us back in, the plan is to come back for the evening stream to conclude this flight. That will be, hang on, let me just work this out. That will probably be around 6 PM UK time, so 1700 Zulu time. Yeah, 1700 Zulu time. So that's our plan. So just before we go, do me a huge favour, hit the like button on the stream if you haven't done so already. You can spend the afternoon plane spotting with JetLog. Well, you can't actually here in the UK. The weather's rubbish, so unless you're actually at an airport, you ain't seeing anything. And then we've got some more Contrail vouchers to give away this evening, some more SayIntentions vouchers as well. So make sure you don't miss those. Just going to wait until we are actually safely at cruise before we disappear. I'm going to go and get some lunch. Then we better pick the kids up from school. Otherwise they'll be very annoyed. Mac out cruise. Right. Excellent. So now I'm going to wind our speed back up and we are going to go Mach 8.6 to try and do our absolute best to bring this down closer to 1900. We need to gain an hour. We need to lose an hour of flight time somehow. Cool. Alright then guys, well thank you for watching and hopefully see you all again tonight. If anything goes disastrously wrong, I'll let you all know on the Discord server. If anything goes disastrously right, then we'll be back tonight. Hopefully around 1700 Zulu or 6 PM local time, UK time. See you in a few hours, guys.